Yo, 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 once again, we back this with Just a Messengers podcast. Of course, I'm Mo.
I am Mike.
And you know, once again, we got my dog Drew Money on the board.
How y'all feeling? We back in this team. Let's go. Mo
Yeah,
back, got his voice
man.
back. Let's go, man.
Yeah, man.
Feeling great, man.
Off the DMP last week, man, but I'm back, man.
So what you had going on, man? Let the people know.
Man, I had the flu.
The
week
rumor
before
is you was
last.
at Dreamville Fest and you lost your voice there.
Nah, man. If I was there, I probably would have lost my voice cursing this nigga out. Nah, man, I wasn't at Dreamville Fest, unfortunately, man. You know, I had a little illness, had a little flu, and your boy lost his voice, as a result of having said flu. So, shouts out to my my antibody systems and my immune system for bouncing me back. You know what I'm saying?
Give it up, give it up.
You know what I'm saying? We back, man. We back, man.
How you
feel
think
me?
you caught that shit?
Honestly, bro, I do not know, man. But no, honestly, I think I know how I caught it. Remember when it was raining and then it was hot the next day last week? A week before last? The weather was fucked up that 1 week. I think that's what got me, man. And I remember my mom came into town. It was raining that morning. And I was like, damn, I picked my mom up. I was like, Mom, I don't feel good, bro. She was like, man, go lay down. I already know what time it is. I woke up the next day where I was out, bro. I was like, damn. She was right. But, I'm back, man.
Not on no COVID shit though, right?
Nah, no COVID, man.
It wasn't on that level.
Nah. No, I felt bad, but it wasn't like COVID bad. I know if it was COVID, but it ain't been COVID.
I feel you.
I don't know what COVID feel like, bro.
No, me neither.
Hey, God bless y'all, man.
Yeah. No shot, no nothing.
I ain't never had the flu.
Yeah. You never had the flu? Well, you know when you got the flu, boy. Your whole body shut down. You just got like
You don't want to eat nothing, drink nothing.
Nothing.
Nah,
All you want to do is lay down,
Lay
sweat
down.
that shit out, kind of like shit
Well,
crazy.
You really start to think like, what does it feel like to be normal again? You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just want that feeling again. You know what I mean? And even when you drink, I feel the same way. Like, I feel like, man, I don't want to feel this way no more, but I want to feel normal.
That's why I be kind of confused with some niggas really get to the limit. I mean, take it to the limit with that drinking shit.
Yeah, because it's the drunk day and then the next day. And now at this grown age, it's 2 days for real till you feel yourself again, I feel, personally.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
Them days of getting drunk and just bouncing back up like nothing happened, them over with.
What age that stopped?
25.
25? Nigga, that's your prime, nigga.
Damn, that stopped for 25 for you?
Nigga, 2 days. I need 2 days of recovery.
I'm not gonna
Damn.
lie, it probably hit me like 30, 31. I ain't gonna cap.
Man, out the gate, I've been throwing parties, bro. So
Nah, you right. But I mean, we all been outside early now, but I ain't gonna lie though. But see, this is my thing. I wasn't really a heavy drinker like that until my mid-20s.
Gotcha.
So like I would drink, but it's like everybody knew I smoke.
Yeah.
So like when I turned like
Okay.
24, 25, that's when I started drinking a little bit more. So yeah, like 30. When I turned like 31, that's when that shit started hitting me.
Yeah, 25 for me, man. Those early teens
Yeah.
into the 20s was pretty lit for my life, man.
Nah, I
So,
feel you.
yeah, I just have to be calm when it comes to that shit, bro. Like, cause I mean, you gotta think like back in like 07, 06 shit. Niggas were taking Everclear shots on fire. Like Everclear
Yeah.
was like, oh, we taking Everclear. You could drink a shot of Everclear.
I
How about an Everclear?
I think we lived through
Another Everclear.
We lived through every nasty alcohol trend ever.
First Four Loco,
The first one, the original recipe for local
Burnett's.
Burnett's, Ivana bitch.
Oh my god.
Like you say, Everclear. We lived through the party punches.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's punch. Yeah.
we was going in random houses and drinking punch out of
Out of a
niggas'
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sir.
We lived through all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, we damn near immune to alcohol at this point.
That fucking that Four Loco was a crazy bitch, boy.
The Four Loco wave hit crazy. I don't think people
Oh, we
say
can't forget about Mad Dog. You got
yeah,
Cisco.
the Mad Dog, Cisco.
Oh my god, bro.
I think for me what I had the training wheels on was the Malibu era.
Oh wow.
The Malibu, we used to hit that Malibu and shit, bruh.
Nah, it was Bud Light Lime for me.
Yeah, Bud Light Line too. That
Toucan
hit
Reef
crazy.
had them
Yeah.
shit in the buckets
The
going
buckets,
crazy.
the buckets of what them
Bud
shit
Light
look
Lime.
like? You get like 8 for like what?
Yeah, bro, like $10,
Like
$15. Niggas went twisted.
You get an 8-pack
Niggas in every picture with 2 buckets. Like, yeah, that's your bottle right there.
Hey, that was the bottle.
Word,
No, that was the
word.
bottle. That
Yes,
was the
sir.
bottle. I ain't gonna cat. That was the bottle.
Hey, for real, like, if niggas had to do, like, a tally of how much Bud Light Lime was sold in Toucan Reef, like, it'd probably be right there with PBR
I ain't gonna lie.
during that time.
We put food on the table with them Bud Light Limes.
Facts.
We put food on the table, bro. Facts.
Hey, no cap, bro. But nah, that shit, all that time, when I hit 25, I couldn't do it, bro. Like, my 30th, nah, I ain't gonna hold you. My 30th, I took it there. I took 30 shots throughout the day. So I was like, and that's when I was
Space
like,
it out.
yeah, I spaced it out. But when I got to Voodoo for happy hour, then the shit went crazy.
So when you did the 30 shots, like you hit a shot as soon as you woke up.
Nah, not right when I woke up. It was more like I probably started at like 12.
All right.
So I was off that full day, and it just was like gradual. But when I walked into happy hour, I was already
It was
at
over.
like, nah, yeah, I was at probably like 15 already. Walking into happy hour. I did walk out 10 toes though.
You walked out. All right. I'm about to say. I'm about to ask you that. Did you walk out though?
But it got ugly. Yes, sir. I threw up everywhere. Yeah. But I mean, you know, I woke up and like, yo, at like,
man, you
I woke up at like 11, 12 o'clock because it was a happy hour. You know what I mean? I finished
man,
out the happy hour.
That's how you bring 30 in. Man.
And then after that, bro, nigga can't do it no more. I'm a few drinks in and I'm ready to go home. I'm a casual drinker now.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't
It ain't about the sport no more.
Nah, it ain't about being the sloppiest nigga in the club, bro. And if you want to be that, go crazy, bro. But I've been there, you know, your homeboy carrying you out type shit.
That ain't a player, man.
Nah, you're looking crazy.
That
at
ain't
this
player,
young
man.
age. You know what I mean?
Like you feel bad like when the girls hit you out like damn, like your homeboy carry you out, you be like damn. That ain't a player, man. Damn. I'm supposed to be carrying her out. Damn it. Shit. Facts
Nah,
though.
nah.
That's facts though.
I definitely had my moments downtown where I had to help a few niggas. But I was always thinking about being a non-drinker. You was a designated driver.
Yeah,
had to
the
help
you the
niggas.
lifetime DD.
So it's like, yeah.
But when you're not drinking and you have to deal with your belligerent homeboys, oh,
Yeah,
Nah,
be thinking
that
about
I never had
too.
to deal with.
that's the
I be
worst
thinking
shit.
about that too, cause I done been like not as drunk as the belligerent drunk, and I be like, damn,
Chill,
you
dog.
just blew my whole buzz. Right?
You gotta relax, nigga.
Like, god damn,
Nah,
nigga,
you're
shut up.
scaring the hoes, bro.
Word, like,
I've been there.
word.
I can speak on this because I mean, I lived this shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I don't have a problem talking about it because I know there's people still at this grown age that's still getting like that. So, you know, I'm talking to you,
And then a
nigga.
new era coming in.
Yeah, man.
So a new
But
wave.
it's crazy because they incorporating fucking pills and all type of shit now. Now, if you was on a jigger back in the day, you ain't really, like, I feel like niggas ain't been drinking on jiggers like that. But these niggas nowadays, they be on bars and, like, Zans, all type of shit, bro. And drinking,
They doing the most.
like, that's crazy. I couldn't even imagine what it's like to party at 18, 19 right now. You ain't getting in really nowhere.
It's a lot of red flags.
Yeah.
Nah, ain't no really. It's really no clubs catered to that crowd because they fuck everything up now.
Just look at what just happened at Two Keys around the way. You know what I'm saying? But that was on that police though. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
that was the
hold you.
police fault.
That nigga damn ACL, MCL, Gizzo.
Yeah.
Oh, he tased himself?
Tease himself and he fuck his leg up.
Yeah, man. That
Damn,
shit
he
look-
fucked his leg up too?
Oh my God, that shit look like I've been
Yeah,
there.
he
so-
been the fuck out his leg.
Boy, been tripping off his ass, I tell you that.
Yeah,
That nigga did some extra shit to his leg.
nah, for real. But nah, just to see that, you know, like that type of energy, and they push their shit up to 25 on the weekends now. So, you know, it's really like they blame the young crowd or the young kids but it just really be like, you know, the liquor, like for real. It just be the alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Mo,
What's happening, man?
you got to give the people your thoughts on the whole, J. Cole thing. Last time we talked, we only got really the like that perspective. We left off on talking about 7-minute drill. You didn't really, J. Cole, you fucked us up because that Sunday night you apologized. So, we really didn't get the full scope of We're Just a Messages podcast thoughts on that whole debacle, and then we'll follow the timeline because, of course, a lot of shit has happened this week. We got a lot of shit to cover, man, but we got to start at that point just to, give the people your thoughts on how you thought that whole shit went. Of course, y'all saw my thoughts last week, How it went off.
Yeah, I mean, J. Cole basically, he basically proved what I was saying, bro. Like, he was in the way. He wasted niggas' time.
Yeah, that's really what I wanted you to
Like,
do.
that's
Get your
really-
bars
I
off.
mean, that's really what it was. Like, I mean, I said this. I said, bro, really in the way, and he really gonna waste niggas' time. And what did he do? Not even,
He doubled down.
Not even 48 hours.
It wasn't 48, a full 48.
It wasn't even a full 48. And, you know, to do that at your own festival is wild to me, though. Like he was better off dropping like an Apple Note or something and backing out that way. But to do that at your festival, that's crazy. Like, and it's like
On some Drake shit.
like my nigga, like
Apple Note.
like my nigga, like you pull the song back, but people done bought the album. Like the song not going nowhere. That's what I'm saying. Like people bought the album, so and it's like people heard the song.
You know what's so crazy though, real quick? It takes away, not for me, the album is good. I still listen to the album.
The album's straight. I like the album.
The album is good. Minus Fever, the album is real good. He should have stood on it.
My thing is him standing on it wasn't gonna be like a death wish or something like that. Like,
You know what I'd rather him had did? Just call Kendrick and apologize if that's the case.
if that's the case,
Don't
that.
do it publicly.
Don't do that. I would have been like, hey, bro, like, just so we clear, like, ain't no real beef. This just rap. But I'm going to leave the song up, though, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because I done did what I done did.
that's my thing, my nigga.
The internet forever.
The internet forever. Did Nas take Ether off Stillmatic?
No.
Like, what we doing?
You keep going.
Like, there's plenty of examples.
Yeah, you keep going.
Like, you know, did Cameron take any diss back from
Never.
Nas?
Never.
And them niggas cool now. You know what I'm saying? It always was cool. It was rap. It was rap at the end of the day. All this shit come back to rap. You know what I'm saying? No matter what facts in the rap, it come down to rapping. So for him to do that, like I don't know, man.
When did this thing become? Because like I said last week, what is this notion that competition was never embedded in rap culture? Where did that come from?
When the new black people tried to insert their own rules into this shit.
So the Jamil Hills.
The Jamel Hills, the I eat Popeyes with hot sauce in my pocketbook niggas. Them niggas. Oh, I keep me some hot sauce.
This nigga's stupid.
Yo, what's up? Real quick, what's up with Popeyes and their commercials?
Hey,
I just caught wind of that. I just caught wind of that Aunt Edward.
I just saw
John
that
Morant
shit too. They got Aunt Dunkin' chicken in a big ass sauce hoop. Like the hoop made a wing sauce.
That's some racist shit.
Bruh. I just
I'm asking.
like I don't know, is it racist or not? Cause
Yo, Jerry Rice shit is 100% racist.
Jerry Rice shit is racist, and he did that shit with a big old smile. But I don't know, bruh. You guys see the John Morant shit? It's like he wasn't hooting and hollering over the chicken. It's more so Aunt dunking the chicken in that big ass thing of sauce. Is that, and then the nigga who had the Starbucks little thing, where he the little you ain't seen that shit in it. It's a nigga on Twitter. He had the I guess it's a new.
Oh, he dancing. He dancing with the chicken in his hand and shit.
No, it's the Starbucks drink.
The Starbucks drink. Oh,
He
okay,
got the
yeah.
Spicy
The
strawberry.
yes.
He's like, oh, like,
yeah.
only thing this nigga was missing is a top hat.
That's how I saw the John Moran Ant shit.
Yeah, 'cause they put it-
Amp tweeted
Ants,
that and
yeah,
somebody put it
yes,
under.
yes,
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
'Cause only thing that nigga missing is a cane and a top hat with that drink, bro. He got the big eyes, like he tripping. You know,
Yeah, I didn't want to deep dive on that, but I had to bring that
nah,
up. That's
like
kinda crazy.
like I don't know what's going on.
But I just felt like Cole should have just hit up Kendrick directly and just shut the fuck up about it, not apologize.
yeah.
though. But I'm trying to figure out at what point did niggas try to make it deeper than what it is.
Whenever niggas pull a mental health card, that's when niggas try to do the most. That's when niggas do the most.
I think he put Dreamville Camp in a bad spot.
He put him in a very bad spot because it's like, y'all boss, I'm going to say boss. I'm not going to use no lighter words. Y'all boss for the last 5 to 6 years been popping his shit. I'm the best nigga. I can't wait for a nigga to step up. A nigga step up. And no, the nigga didn't even step up. You stepped up. and then you retract because you had some self guilt,
What was the guilt? The 5 years.
huh?
That's how I know
Oh
this
yeah,
is just
yeah.
sport.
Where was that the last?
Because nothing in your diss was disrespectful. Here's my thing, right? When it come to these disses, y'all really think I'm gonna take this back? Y'all really think Hove just thought Illmatic was his only hot album in that time frame?
Man, he was bumping. It was written. He was bumping that shit.
Thank you. I don't give a fuck. If I'm dissing Kendrick Lamar, I'm not. It's not my job to prop up your discography, my nigga. I'm a shit on it. Then 5 years down the line, I'll probably be like, "Hey, yo, that was some hot shit you put out, bro." You know. But we in a battle. We in a battle. I gotta get off something. You get what I'm saying?
The sit down with Sway that Nas and Jay-Z did, they literally was piecing it up like, yo, we good. Like, that shit was just rap. Like, it did go a little overboard. Some people said some shit, but the basis of this shit is rap. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
The worst
like,
thing you said was his To Pimp a Butterfly was ass. Like, knock it off, my nigga. Like, stop it. Like, we sport. We in sport mode. So you ain't really
and you inserted yourself.
Yeah.
You inserted yourself in this.
And you announced something that the fans already had put in play about the Big Three anyway. But again, from Kendrick's perspective, he took that first person shooter, like, hey, as a sign. But for you to retract that, Jadakiss was very hurt talking about that shit.
I understand him.
And the fact that he was on Stephen A. Smith's show, he held back. I could tell he held back from saying certain
If he was
words.
on his pod, or if he was
getting worse.
If he was on like Drink Champs or some shit like that, he was gonna say the real. But he kept it PC for Stephen A. That's the only time I watch some Stephen A. content. But dog was really like, what we doing? Like, what is this? And I understand though, because it's like
it wasn't even that lethal. That's my biggest thing. It was sport. I took it as sport.
It wasn't that like niggas was rapping, bro.
But yeah, man, shout out to you for calling that one, man. He bowed out. Is there anything he could say in context of battling anymore?
No. I don't want to hear it.
I got you.
He can say whatever you want to say. Like, what do niggas want to hear it though? That's the thing.
Is this gonna stop you from hearing any more J. Cole projects?
No, I'm listening to what he got to say. I just ain't trying to hear none of that other shit.
I got you.
Just rap, my nigga. Like, that's all you can do right now. Real talk. Like,
I feel Dreamville was putting out some questionable tweets. Ari Lennox, she was crashing out on Twitter. Not on Twitter, on
her
Instagram.
Instagram, talking about Joe Budden, but it's like
Joe. I mean, what was Joe supposed to say? Joe had the same. You and Joe was like Trunks and Gohan with this one here.
Yeah,
y'all was right on the line, and I kind of, for me, it was like I was just speaking from a perspective for Cole's, like, because I honestly didn't really give a fuck that much. I was just trying to provide you some grace, my nigga, as far as your angle. But Joe and Mo was just like, yeah, this. So for that to happen, let's say 48 hours after, I was like, that's actually kind of crazy, my nigga. Like,
I don't understand like the Dreamville camp, like y'all know what this shit is, bro. Like,
niggas was genuinely hurt. Shout out Jordan, friend of the show. He done been on the show. Jordan was genuinely hurt behind that shit because he a real Cole fan. Like,
yeah.
I'm a Drake fan. He a Cole fan to that degree. And he was very, very. He's like, Mike, nah, it's no way. Like, I'm waiting for a hologram to pop out or something. Like, that had to have been a hologram on the Dreamville stage. Niggas saying hip hop died on the stage that night and all type of shit. Like, I get it in the moment. I won't take it that far, but I am still upset with him about that.
That was an egregious act.
But I'm still bumping the album.
I'm not no. Listen,
that honestly might be his best project in some years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just revisiting it. This might be better than the Fall Off.
I wouldn't argue that.
No bullshit. Like, it's some elite rapping on that shit.
It's better than KOD.
It's better than KOD. It's better for your eyes only.
I wouldn't argue that either. I like that album too. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna say like, Buddy cooked out here, but that was an egregious act that he did.
Big 3 or 2.5 or whatever.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Is he a part of the Big 3 anymore?
I mean, he, by proxy, he gotta be. I mean, it is what it is at this point, but it's like,
I'm just focused on the main event. That's really all I'm focused on as far as J. Cole. Like, you inserted yourself, you backed out, you bowed out. That, like, And shout out my nigga Shabazz, but me and him had a conversation about this too, and he tried to,
What's
make it on some-
What's Shabazz OG saying, man?
Shabazz saying it's like, oh, what J. Cole was did because of the youngins and all this. The youngins are not looking at it like this.
We can't use that angle with J. Cole.
We're not.
Man.
They're not looking at it. The youngers are not even looking at this battle like this. It's not that. Y'all trying to equate. It's simply sport. I had to literally break it down. It's like, bro, imagine Floyd and Manny, right? Prior talking the shit that they was talking. Fuck it. Let's take it to McGregor because that was way more trash talking with that. Floyd goes in the ring and walks out. He was like, "Nah, you make a great point." That's exactly what this is. This is not. This is not on this. This is not equivalent to real life consequences come behind it because this was never gonna go there. This is simply for the sport, and you taking back a diss. So imagine Floyd Mayweather, your man's, going into a ring and walking out and not fighting Conor McGregor after all the shit he said.
Yeah.
What would you say? You would say he's scared. Okay, cool. That's all this is. J. Cole was scared. He didn't want to take. He asked for smoke for 5 years. He got the smoke. He put out a diss and he retracted it. And tried to make it else something. No, if Floyd was to come in his press conference and be like, "Yeah, I'm just dealing. You're not rolling with that. You're not. You gonna say me? Yo, that's my nigga, but he was scared.
I know one thing. Conor ain't letting that slide either.
Now he would have been on his head top.
He would have been on his ass.
He would have been on his head top, bro. He would have been on his head top. So, Cole, get out of here. That's it for that. So we come into the next week. So when did nigga shit drop? Was it Friday or Saturday?
White boy.
Was it? No, because Drew, your baby shower was what?
Sunday?
No, so that was Saturday.
Yeah.
That was Saturday. So wake up Saturday. See Aki on the stream. Well, first, the first diss from Drake, the fake version dropped. No, I can't even say it was a rough draft. I say rough draft. It was a rough draft diss that of Drake's diss push-ups that was on a different beat. It just sounded different. Sound-wise, flow-wise, everything. I caught it off Act Stream. Well, I saw it on Twitter, then I caught it off Act Stream because Act was talking about it. So then about probably like 2 hours, not even probably 2 hours later, this probably had to been around 11 o'clock. Had to been around 11, 12 o'clock. 11 o'clock, Act says, "Yo, I just got an email from Drake. This is the diss. I'm about to play it right now." He plays it straight through. Fuck with the track, thought the angles was cool. Bars was good. He was addressing basically everybody. So then 2 hours later, after that, Ross drops his diss. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, niggas is really here. Like, niggas is really rapping. Like, this is the shit because I'm going to tell you, leading up to it, I thought the shit was just already cooked. At that point, I was just waiting on Drake to say something. Cole had took himself out of it. I definitely got to salute Ross for being the one in this one as far as, like, over the recent because for you to respond in 2 hours, we haven't seen nothing like that in a very, very, very long time. Like, so champagne moments drop out the gates. He just on niggas' head. Shout out to Benny Boom's son for doing the beat. Great beat. I love when Ross getting on certain tracks just talking this shit on the elegant shit, on the elegant tip.
White boy.
So I thought it was executed perfectly, man. I love it. White boy, I know you got your dogs on with no underwear, white boy.
White boy.
So shout out to Ross for his diss, man. But just to unpack this whole thing, man, do we want to where you want to start at? You want to start with Ross and Drake first or Drake and Kendrick first? Where you want to start at?
We start Ross and Drake.
All right, so yeah, let's go. Let's get with Ross and Drake. How you think about this whole shit? Drew, did you hear it?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
You didn't hear the Ross diss?
Nope.
okay.
So
I'm not entertaining this shit to be.
you're not entertaining it?
No.
Okay.
I ain't gonna
After
lie.
the Cole Ho shit, like
I feel like that after last night. I'm like, okay, what we doing right now? But we'll get to that. So with the Ross and Drake shit is like, I could tell Ross probably been like on some shit where it's like, I've been kind of trying to spare you for a while type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it goes further than this, we gonna see. But that's just me giving you a couple to the chin pause. But Yeah. I like you said, I like the beat. He was talking this shit on there per usual. Um, you know, on the Drake diss is like, I mean, I'm not a fan of either diss that he put out. I'm just like, with the push up shit is like, what angle, like the angles that he's trying to use on here, just like I said with Cole, is like, how does this, how are these points for him when he doing the same shit? I just don't get it. Like,
The extortion angle.
what are we doing? Like, then we talking about shoe size and height. Like, is this Tinder or something, nigga? Like, what we doing? Like, are we what we really rapping about?
Do you feel like every bar has to hit in the diss? Because I feel like honestly, I don't think the just talking about the shoe size. I don't think the shoe size really. It's kind of like when we watch battle rap. There's gonna be something within there when a nigga getting some little joke off. That's just me. I don't feel like everything has to hit. Like I can go probably think about 4 battles where every bar was a haymaker, and then a nigga other battles they was good, they performed good, but there was some bars and it was like, oh yeah, I could have did without.
That's cool, but it's like even the shit that's supposed to hit, it don't hit. It's not hitting because it's coming from him. Like it's like, okay, what we really talking about?
So let me ask you this.
That's what I'm saying.
Is there any approach that he can take that you can respect as far as battling?
The best he can do is try to out rap Kendrick.
No, I'm just saying no, but there's an angle inserted. You saying you focus a lot on the angles. So my thing is, I feel like in the culture of battle rap, I'll give you a story. So last year, Goods had battled Calico. So before the battle dropped, Goods drops a picture of him and his real dad. So the angle that Calico had prepped for Goods was that he had a white dad. At the end of the day, niggas cool shit like that, but that was his angle. Goods went ahead and jumped out the gates just to let niggas know, hey, this my real dad, da-da-da. When I go watch the battle, that's his angle, but he performed it well even though it wasn't true. So do you feel like as if everything has to be true in order for the angle to hit?
It don't gotta be true, but here's the thing: you just say he performed it well. He didn't even perform this shit well, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's like I just can't. You ain't give me nothing to be like, oh, all right, I can try to get with it. Like the whole drop and give me 50 shit is just the shit type corny to me. Like, nigga,
I got something on that later, but go ahead.
This is really you that you talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so how can I be like, oh yeah, Kendrick the one getting extorted now, nigga? Like that's been the thing about you this whole time since 2009.
Mm-hmm.
So like I can't like be like, hey, this nigga got off. No, he didn't get off to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just my opinion. Like I can't give him no.
No, I feel.
I just can't give him no points for that. Like it's just, I don't. It's not well placed to me.
So you wasn't really feeling the shots at Kendrick, not Kendrick, Future, Travis, none of the other people that he was addressing. The overall diss you just wasn't feeling.
I mean, even with that, it's like, I mean, all right, he said that, okay.
So from Raw's perspective, I can understand 100% his angle because, and like I said, to me, I feel like with them two, it's a lot of layers to it. So, throughout the week, I was doing my research, I was listening. And I was listening to Larry Jackson on Joe Budden podcast, and he was talking about. Did you happen to hear any of that?
No, what he was saying? Because I thought I heard.
So Larry is the owner of Gamma Records. Mm-hmm. Him and Drake have a relationship dating back to when Larry was under Apple Music. Under Gamma, you have 4 Bats, you got Sexy Red, you got Rick Ross with MMG, you got all that shit. So I'm gonna play a clip from what he was talking about on the podcast, and I'm gonna just let you give your opinion on what you think he's saying within this clip.
I'll give you one answer to that question, which doesn't pick a side or anything. The cease and desist letter was a real thing. I thought that was really funny in January. But other than that, I got no dog in this race, man.
But I don't know why. Why would I send my friend a cease and desist on a mixtape? That was Maggie.
We all have different senses of humor. You know what I mean? I thought it was funny. I don't think anybody was really try to be nefarious. I just thought it was a joke.
Well, them dudes sure felt like he was trying to be nefarious.
Listen, man, I love everybody involved, man.
That's
you know?
true. That's true.
I love
we
every-
know.
I love everybody.
Get him up.
I love everybody involved, and I will say this though: it's interesting that the people who sit at the top of the skyscraper in the ivory towers just love this because they make so much money off of it. You know what I mean? It's like funny because like they watch us and let us fight with each other. And, then go into the marketing meeting later on that day and ask how many streams their music got. It's just funny. You know what I mean? When you think about it from a very business-minded corporate perspective. That's my only point of view about it.
I agree with that.
That's peace.
I agree with that. 100%.
And salute.
That's the sad part.
That's the sad part. You know, we sit here as, an audience really not even really kind of really taking into account who truly benefits if you follow the money at the end of the day. And, these guys, just kind of stir it up and send legal letters and do all this kind of stuff. And, ultimately the people that benefit are the chairman and CEOs of these companies, really, who, kind of enjoy it. I mean,
So yeah, what you think about that? What he was saying within that? Because I have a perspective, but I just want you to go first.
I mean, he entitled to have that opinion, but it's like, even if we going off that, ain't the nigga Drake like cool with the Lucian nigga though? Like they real locked in. So what do that say like more so to him too? Like, is he eating like 3 ways off the beef? Like, can you say that too? Cause he real plugged in with the George Lucian nigga, right?
So no, that's what I'm saying. From this whole beef, like I'm 100% viewing this outside of mine, also from Kendrick's perspective, Cole, Drake, Rick Ross, everybody. Like I'm starting to understand a lot of this shit more and more. But I just wanted you to provide. What did you think of him just now saying that?
I mean,
Because I think I understand why he chose the angle, even though it could the first angle that he used.
What you think?
All right, so you remember 2021 when we saw the report of Drake signing this big UMG deal,
Right.
LeBron size, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would have to tell me, because it is a fact, when you sign certain deals, you can't publicly speak about the details of said deal. Like when Joe signed with Spotify, he couldn't say how much money he was getting with Spotify. It was illegal for him to do that. All we heard was a number of 400 M's. He got his masters back. He got publishing rights to certain things and all that. Him and Lucien, we all know they're locked in like this. I've seen Lucien on red carpet say, yeah, Drake can get whatever he want, da-da-da, this and the third. So you remember when he signed that deal 2021, right? So in turn with this Gamma thing, with Gamma, when I was listening to Joe and them on the pod, they kind of like cracked the code on why there may be some disdain between Rick Ross and Drake. So when I looked up Gamma and I saw who was under there, oh shit, Rick Ross is under Gamma. You see what I'm saying? The whole cease and desist thing. A cease and desist would only sound like it's coming from somebody who has some type of power within a certain label. Rick Ross look at it from a standpoint of the reason why I respect Ross' angle, because he's probably looking from a perspective like, hey, bro, we done been on records together. We cool. Now, the record that I listened to, Rick Ross is not on it. It's just him, French, and I think somebody else. But that verse is old, and they probably would. I think there was like some shot. It could be some shots taken at Ye on the record. We know over the past couple years, him and Ye somewhat made up. You get what I'm saying?
Who?
Drake and Ye. They did the whole concert together, the whole shit, whatever the case may be. I'm thinking Drake sent the cease and desist because, for 2 reasons probably. He probably, I just don't want the record out. Or number 2, I was getting that Ye on there, and we just not going to put this shit out. So when French calls Ross, he like, hey, bro, like, dog tweaking, like, he cease and desist the record. So Ross probably looking like, damn, bro, like, fuck buddy got going on? Because from when Maul asked Drake about, dog, like, what's going on with Ross unfollowing you, Drake saying he don't know what that shit is about. He was blindsided by it.
This what Maul said.
Yeah, when he talked to Drake about it. So Ross probably looking at it like I equate it to the homie becoming the manager at the job now. It's like, oh, you get yourself a little position of power now. You doing funny shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think at the end of this, I still think Drake and Ross gonna be cool. I don't know what year, but all the little back and forth they've been doing, niggas dissing each other house sizes and all type of shit. That just seems like something that's gonna get to a point where they'll be able to reconcile that. But as far as Ross' perspective, he looking at like, nah, nigga, like you in a position now. Now you doing funny shit. Cause he said it. He said, I followed you because you sent a cease and desist to French Montana, my nigga. That shit wasn't cool. Drake probably looking at it as like, nigga, I probably didn't have to tell you nothing. I didn't probably have to tell you I sent French a cease and desist. Drake probably looking from perspective of, and I go back and I listen to, he's been hinting at his ownership and his deals looking a certain way since CLB. That's around when that UMG deal happened. Oh, the contract is looking like this. The splits are looking like this. Your money is my da-da-da-da, this, that, and the third. So that does tell me that he has some type of ownership or percentages within that whole gamma situation. It's not concrete, and I don't think it would ever come out because, again, legal obligations. I don't think Drake could ever come out and vocally say, yeah, like I own this, I own that because of a contract. I'm just talking business for certain shit. So from his perspective, when he getting on these records, he's popping his shit because he's in a position where, yeah, I'm just applying what would make sense from his perspective. Yeah, like I signed this deal, I own this, I got my masters back. Y'all niggas ain't on the level that I'm on now, and da-da-da and all this, that, and the third. As terms of why he popping the shit that he popping the shit. Kendrick, I think he just talking shit. There's nothing that makes me believe that he owns anything of Kendrick if that's what niggas want to say. I don't believe that.
Kendrick not even on Universal though. Like
Interscope, I think, is a subsidiary of Universal. I could be wrong. I don't know.
even if that was the case, this is my honest opinion.
Yeah, I don't think he does. I think he's just popping shit.
I highly doubt like the people who are highly invested in Kendrick let something like that happen.
You never know with business. That's all I'm saying. You never know.
I mean, it's possible, but
I don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm saying him just talking shit to Kendrick.
Yeah.
I think that's just him talking shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it's no facts applied to that. This also speaks to Drake saying at the end of the song, "That's not all I know. Don't wake the demon up." So this could speak to him having multiple tracks in the tuck, ready to go and shit like that. At the end of it all, it does make sense if that was going on in terms of why he's talking the way that he's talking on these records. And then it goes back to talk to how he's been talking on CLB, Her Loss. Maybe honestly, never mind, because I ain't listened to the album, so I don't know. But he has hinted at, certain situations he's in contract-wise, ownership. Again, him owning his masters, publishing, all this other shit. Like, it just makes sense. Like, I could point to a lyric. Let me see if I got it, because I think I got it bookmarked. If not, I apologize. Oh, yeah, so like on Middle Ocean, but now they got to pay the shit directly to me. I send the labels bills. Swear I'm pocket checking y'all for 5 years. The 20% we own is my Tootsie's money. Let me see. They tried to give me a slice of the pie, and I took the knife home. And you know what I'm on, blowing past your own the masters. So I think when he sent that cease and desist to French, that's what triggered Ross more than anything. I do believe, though, it's something that they can bounce back from, just to provide a background to all this shit. Now, as far as the records, I like the records. I definitely fuck with the beat on Push-Ups more than anything. I think that's just a fire beat. Still don't know who did it. There hasn't been no rumblings about who did it. I tried to look up the credits as regards to who did it. For some reason, they don't. I would assume Apple would already had it, but I don't know why. I still haven't seen who done the beat. I know DJ Who Kid, he had the tag on it. He was promoting it. But just in terms of them two, just to provide a background for that in particular, I think that's what's going on. As far as Drake and Ross.
That's not a bad theory.
So if you're Drake and you're approaching this, I could understand the angle that he's taking. If you in his position, how do you address these niggas? Because obviously you got to shoot back. You got to address Travis. Even if you don't agree, because we got to be objective. We on the podcast, so we got to provide how we would address these things if you're these rappers in these situations. Because again, I understand Ross angle. I understand Drake angle. But if you're Drake and you're in a situation where you got to approach Travis, Future, Metro, Ross, Kendrick, how do you approach that?
I gonna lie, addressing Travis not hard. You just gotta cut his water off by not fucking with him no more.
Well, yeah, he said that on the scene.
Like,
He took a shot about his BM on that record. So yeah.
on what?
Well, he's like, yo, when he was talking about the Rolling Loud stage, he was talking about Travis.
Oh, okay.
Shit get funny if your BM start talking type shit. Yeah.
I mean, if that's the angle, of course. But I mean, like,
No, I'm asking you, how would you approach it if you him in this situation?
yeah, I was about to go through all of them. So like, with the Travis shit, like, I would just not fuck with Travis no more. Like,
Yeah, that's an easy one.
he not worth really even barring up.
Barring
like,
up. Yeah, yeah.
With the Metro shit, is like, my nigga, you only going at Metro because you don't really want to go at Future. Future, the one really talking to you, was really talking to you on We Don't Trust You. With Future, is like, I mean, what can you really say to Future? Like, he don't got no real chinks in his armor. I mean, what you gonna say? He got a bunch of kids? Like, what can you really say to Future? Like, I don't know. With Future, I don't really know how you go at Future.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, what do he really do to where you can be like, aha, nigga?
Both of them, I feel like, are in their feelings about something regarding women.
I wouldn't really be mad at. I wouldn't argue that neither. That happens.
Just based off what niggas saying.
Just
on
based
their
off the
records.
rumblings from around
Yes.
that shit. Yeah, I wouldn't really.
Especially off the intro on We Don't Trust You.
Yeah. Ross, he gonna have to rap. We gonna have to rap with Ross because Ross gonna get you on social media. And he gonna put that shit on the pen and pad too. So it's like, if you do engage, if you do choose to engage with Ross further, you gotta rap. Like, all this trying to make the club record shit, like, it ain't gonna work. Same thing with Kendrick. Like, that's why I don't understand, like, what he talking with this whole drop of 50.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, what angle?
I mean, like, you gonna have
because
to,
at
like,
that point, if the reason why I'm asking,
it gotta be some ether level type shit. Like, I thought that's what the main consensus was when the song initially dropped. We first heard it, we was like, all right, like, I mean,
oh no, I don't think none of these are haymakers.
That's
I
what
think
I'm saying,
These are,
like-
no, I think these are preps.
all right. So if we
On a song scale, I give this song about a 9. On a disc scale, I give it a 7.5 to 8. Ross, I give it a 10 out of 10. On the one yesterday, on a song level, I give it, because I really like the beat, I give it about a 9. On the disc, I give it about an 8.5, 9. But if you're Drake in your position, because if you don't have no angle, you're gonna have to either bow. You're gonna have to bow out, and we all know we don't.
I honestly
do you want him to bow out?
I honestly feel like he overplaying his hand with that shit last night, because it's like, all right, like, it kind of showed like you kind of scared, my nigga. Like, you're trying to do the whole B Rabbit shit, and then you was like, oh yeah, tell him I like girls, I like young girls and shit like that. So you basically, like, low key telling on yourself. Like, you doing this whole, like, yeah, this is me, this is what I do type shit. And it's like, it's unnecessary, bro. Like, you kind of, to me, it kind of showing you scared. Because why you got to do all this when you supposedly dropped your shit finally on DSPs? You stood on it finally. You opened your Twitter, and you finally stood on that on Twitter. And now you do this. Like, the AI shit was kind of corny to me. Like, what we, like, it's a lot of rules getting changed for this shit, bro. Cause the day before, when the Kendrick shit dropped, niggas was trying to do the whole AI's whack shit. Then this shit dropped, niggas doing the whole, oh, that was creative. Which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it, guys? That's all I'm saying. Like, we gotta really pick, like, where we gonna stand with how we judge shit, because we've already moved a lot of goalposts for this nigga in general. So it's like, where's the consistency on how we really judge this nigga? That's all I'm asking.
So with the whole, let me see where I want to start at. So with the whole, well, just back to push-ups. So you feel like as far as push-ups, is really no angle that he could take to go at these niggas?
He gonna have to, like, find some ether level shit and just out rap niggas. Like, you gotta find, like, the nigga true weakness. Cause all this, I'm just being honest. Like the shit ain't moving me at all. Like it's not. If y'all saying it's prep, cool. So
I'm going based off what he's saying.
So I guess whenever Kendrick dropped, and this another thing. This was the same energy this nigga had when Duppy came out. So you putting a nigga on clock, and a nigga come back and really hit your ass, you have to respond again. Because you did this shit before, and you end up dropping an Apple Note the last time. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta really know what you asking for.
No, he's asking for it.
All right. So like when you get this shit this time, when you get it again, you need to have that same energy.
So let me ask you this. Because for what it looked like from my perspective is, it looked like a nigga who just really antsy to get the shit popping. I didn't see this with Pusha T. With Pusha T, I saw a nigga that was scared to get in battle. The reason why he bowed out. With this one right here, I think that verse really pushed him to a place where it's like, all right, let's get this shit popping. Like, let's really get to it.
He's seen what happened to his rep the last time, and he gotta have a different energy this time. All I'm saying is, if he get the same shit, or if it come even more, he has no choice now but to stand on this shit. Because once again, you asking for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Duppy drop, you sending niggas fake invoices and shit. The nigga came at your ass a week later. Now you drop Apple
Not even
Notes.
a week later, 3 days later.
This shit dropped. You did this. You put this shit on distro. You trying to back the man with this AI shit. This nigga come back and hit your ass. You gotta come back.
Yeah, facts.
That's all I'm saying. Or we're gonna have. I felt like we should have had a different convo 2018 about this nigga behind that shit. But if he do it again, we gotta have an honest conversation. We done bent the rules too much for this nigga. So that's where I'm at with this.
You don't feel like he got consensually killed for bowing out? Again, outside the stands.
Nah, I'm not even talking about just the bowing out shit. Like, through his whole career, he's had a lot of rules bent for him. The ghostwriting shit, it's a lot of shit. So it's like, what do we say now if he asking for this shit, get spanked, and lose this shit again?
Do you feel like he's ducking Kendrick?
Who, Drake?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say he ducked him because, I mean, in the song, he actually saying he wants to smoke, but it's like, my nigga, it ain't really move me to where I be like, oh yeah, you up 1-0.
No. Let me ask you, do you feel like it warrants a response or Kendrick cannot respond?
I think Kendrick gonna respond. I feel like he should respond. He need to. But
if he don't respond, how do you feel?
I'd honestly have
Period.
I would be disappointed, but I also wanna know why he didn't respond. Like, he have to,
because I'm gonna be real, bro. These are beatable.
These are very beatable. It's kind of, to me, it's kind of layup line beatable. Like, you know where you missed this.
It's a lot of angles you can take with
So
Drake.
it's like,
this is my thing. Push-ups, like I said, I put it like on an 8 scale. The one last night, I like his last verse more than anything he said on push-ups. Because his last verse, he really was just like, bruh, I'm ready to go. Like, let's get to it. The rest of he's still saying he gonna address other niggas on this track. He said that at the end when he was talking. So his last verse, I feel like is better than anything that he spit on push-ups. I like push-ups the song better overall because of the beat. The shit be knocking. But if we like you said a few weeks ago, Kendrick came out with Control. Niggas didn't put out no diss directly, so he got on the subliminal game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking across the whole scale. I'm observing the shit from the full scale. So he come out, he drops like that, right? And if he does not, and you said, well, so what? He gonna put out this verse and niggas not gonna say nothing? I don't want to hear niggas say he's still a boogeyman type shit. Like, he ain't the boogeyman. That shit got a whole weight. So now if he does not choose, I'm just only speaking to do not, because I'm gonna speak to the other side too. If he chooses not to reply, is it fair to say, again, outside the stands, just people who talking about this objectively, is it fair to say that tag has to be removed?
I mean, if we speaking objectively, yeah. Me personally, I feel like if a nigga feel like he has to, the shit last night to me personally, it just showed like the nigga low key low key Kendrick in this nigga head. Cause I feel like the shit last night was unnecessary. If anything, you supposed to give niggas more time to rock with the push-up shit if you was that confident in that shit. This is just me playing chess. If you feel like the push-up shit was cool, you finally put it out, you stood on it, and then the shit you put out last night, that's supposed to be like what? What that supposed to be like? Another haymaker or something? Like what is that supposed to be?
No, what I think it is, and based off what I hear Joe said, because Joe said he didn't hear any songs, but Joe said he heard from both camps that there are nukes on both sides. That's what he said he heard. He didn't say he heard any records. I think he's sitting on 4 or 5 tracks. That's what I believe. I don't know it to be true. But the way he's moving tells me that this is a nigga, that this is not the last song that he's going to put out, based off of what he's also said in these records. That's what I'm picking. Now, conversations I've also had with, on the other side, me personally, there's a possibility that a diss may not come from his side. I don't know. That's just what I've been told. But there's a possibility that there may not be a diss coming from his side. So I take it as if Kendrick is just chilling, he's chilling. I don't have no beef with that. But if his specific reason, like I said in the chat the other day, is if he's waiting, and which was kind of funny because then I seen Act tweet that hours ago, so a lot of it made sense. I'm not really charging it to that. But if he is waiting for like that to come off to put out a song, to me, that would point to a nigga who don't really want smoke. That's just my honest opinion. It would apply to anybody.
How does that equate to that?
Because like that has nothing to do with you responding to his records. This has nothing to do with like that at all. This would apply the same thing if it was any other song.
If a nigga playing chess and it's more so like he moving when he want to move, I don't think that got nothing to do with nothing.
All right, so cool. So if it was reverse and let's say Drake was waiting for, I'm just throwing a random track out there. Let's say he was waiting for Western Road Flows to fall from #1 on the charts. Mm-hmm. You would feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, I would feel the same way because ain't Drake the Billboard poster child anyway?
No, I'm talking about in terms of a battle.
Nah.
In context
of
a battle.
He played the numbers game anyway, right? That's part of his whole thing, right?
I'm talking about how you would feel about it.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't care either way because that's what he do anyway. He played that falls into Drake, so I wouldn't be mad either way.
But in a battle, he has never waited for a song to fall off the chart.
He also never responded to a battle, period. So I don't.
Yeah, he never replied to. But I'm talking about right now. If we was apply that same metric now,
to me, it's all the same. Okay. To me, it's all the same.
So if he's specifically waiting for the song to fall from #1, you wouldn't care about that.
I honestly don't give a fuck about that. Like, it don't matter to me.
Okay, cool.
It don't.
So if Kendrick don't reply, period, then what's the conversation?
I feel a way about that.
Now, I do think he's gonna reply though.
I do feel like I know he's gonna reply. Like in the depths of my being, I know that nigga from Compton gonna reply.
Yeah.
I can't write him off at all.
But yeah, back to just assessing the records. I like I said, I like both the records. I do feel like Drake is beatable though. That's why we want the matchup. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh no, it's a KO knockout. Now niggas been hitting my line saying, oh, he got into such and such. Again, I don't have a timetable on him, but I do feel like, let me ask you this.
Let me cut you off.
Oh, go.
How we gonna put Kendrick on the clock when this nigga has a did not play on his record? Are we just going off
did not play on his record? I'm confused.
He got a do not play against Pusha T on his record. He didn't respond at all.
Yeah. So I agree with that.
How does he have the gall to put anybody on the clock? How is we as fans letting that we going?
No, I agree. He shouldn't be putting him on the clock. I think he's just saying we waiting on you, bro. Like, let's get to it. Because if you called them out, do you feel like? Let me ask you this: do you feel like there is a respectable time frame within the diss period?
Nah, not that I know of. Because Summer Jam? I'm just going off me growing up in this shit. Summer Jam was in the summer. Jay-Z birthday was in fucking December. That's when we got Ether. I don't really know. Now, being off the context of what rap is now, I'd kind of be disappointed if he waited that long.
Let's say January.
January kind of crazy because that's 2025.
So you say you would have given Drake until OVO Fest. What are you giving Kendrick? Because again, bro, while you think on that, here's my thing. It does kind of lose its lust the longer you drag out. That's just the reality of it.
Yeah,
because we hear now.
Yeah, due to what's going on.
But also, I'll give him this too. The longer you wait, I'm fair to say the expectation of the delivery has to be bomb worthy. Am I fair in saying that? If you make me wait this long, it has to be like this. Or I can't say that. Can it be a jab in July?
Not with the context of y'all saying it's nukes on both sides. So if Kendrick come out and y'all saying that it's a jab, then it's a jab. I just watched this nigga drop 2 songs and them shit don't equate to no combo or nothing.
No nukes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, this shit could very well play out into 2025. Who knows?
Either way, I'm gonna listen regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen regardless because this is what.
But do you feel like it don't matter at this point?
Nah,
as far as the level
I'm
of
just
this.
being honest, bro. Like the shit that I've seen be said about this whole thing and the how it's being critiqued and who can do what and who can't do what. I don't really care no more. Like, I just want the records at this point.
You care more about how it's being judged or the records? Because I feel like just with me and you talking and throughout the week, I feel like I could be wrong. You correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you care more about how it's being judged than the actual records.
Because people are getting passes for shit that I've never seen get passes for when it comes to just rap in general and in beef. So if we removing all this shit, then a timetable shouldn't matter to you niggas at all.
I think J. Cole fairly got crucified for his act.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm not even talking about J. Cole. I'm just talking about these 2 niggas. If we removing a lot of shit for these niggas, a timetable shouldn't matter.
No, a timetable. We agree on that, bro.
That's all I'm speaking to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a timetable shouldn't matter. I'm just talking about in terms of the disses period.
Yeah.
Because outside again, outside the stands, of course, do you honestly feel like there's an opportunity for either party to win it, period? Drake or Kendrick. I'm just talking, now me and you just talking.
Kendrick gonna have to be on some story or added on type shit to really win this shit because I said this 2018. I said Pusha could very well lose just because Drake online popularity. And what did he do? He completely pulled the veil from off this nigga, and he won it that way. That's how you gotta beat niggas like that.
So if you the opposite side, how do you beat Kendrick if you're Drake?
They low key niggas low key giving it to Drake already off of this shit. He don't.
I'm talking about me and you now.
No, I'm all this kind of goes in the same. Niggas low key already giving it to him.
I think that's a stance though.
All he gotta do. I've seen niggas I didn't know were stands giving this shit to him on Twitter last night. The shit getting nasty to me. That's all I'm saying. He don't really gotta play too hard. You don't really gotta play too hard as far as how hard he go on this nigga because, like I said, his online persona and what he do, people already gonna put him ahead just off that.
But I did see though, and correct me if I'm wrong, when Like That came out, there was some rumblings of him like, hey, bro, like, what's up? Where you at? You need to reply. There was also rumblings of people saying Drake need to reply more so than J. Cole because that was a main event.
Yeah.
Now, you even jokingly said on Twitter one time, oh, yeah, we waiting on a Canadian. Like, we just waiting on this nigga. You get what I'm saying? So that kind of speaks to, like, where you at type shit. That's why I'm saying on the other side, it's fair to say, like, Kendrick, where you at? Again, if he's just chilling, cooking up, he chilling, cooking up. I'm not tripping off that, bro. You know me. I'm going to judge it accordingly regardless. But when Like That came out and he replied 3 weeks later, in between that time, niggas like, oh, yeah, what's up? Oh, you using J. Cole as a shield, da-da-da-da. He pops out, and now he really on this nigga head. I'm just speaking from just a realistic standpoint. This is what's actually going on. Like, so in between them 3 weeks, niggas was like, where you at? Oh, you using J. Cole as a shield, da-da-da-da. Like, what's going on? So he hop out, and he on this nigga head.
I think when it comes down to it, like, the potency of the song is just not, like, it's nothing.
Oh, no, I'm not here to debate how you feel about the record, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, and just, like the whole, like, the connotation of him being on Kendrick head is just so more so, like, yeah.
But the songs didn't equate to.
It don't equate to
I got
me.
you.
It's not equating to me being like, oh, I'm popping out my sleep 4 a.m. to respond to that right
Yeah,
now.
he can still get ready
He
whenever
can
he
still
ready.
get ready when he wants to.
I respect that.
That's
I agree. I just like the songs. You ain't really feeling them, but I do like the records. I do like the angle that he took on it in terms of. And did you see Snoop's Instagram video?
Yeah, I saw it.
What do you think? To me, it looked like a nigga who signed off on that shit.
I mean, he kind of had to. Like
I think Drake called him. Drake liked the video too, but I think Drake called him and asked him for his approach on it, and Snoop signed off on it. I think it was a play more so on. I think he's taking it to like, yeah, like nigga, I'm on you. Like, I'm gonna use legends to get on you and talk to you. Like, talk to you. Like, what's up? Now, outside, like for me, I really only like the last verse on the song. Snoop and Pac shit was cool. I get the angle he was using with it though, in terms of like as far as applying the pressure in terms of, yeah, I'm you from the West Coast. I'm gonna use West Coast legends to get at you, talk to you type shit. I understood the angle in terms of what he was doing with that. You get what I'm saying? Like he's really pressing the button on this nigga because I believe the way that he's moving, he got some other shit ready to drop on him. So when I see Snoop video this morning, I'm like, if Snoop wasn't okay with this shit, he wouldn't be in the phone like this, you know, moving his phone down, showing the death road
Snoop
shit.
an agent, man.
So
Snoop a double agent, man.
that's how I'm looking at it. That's how
Nah, it's funny though. Snoop an agent because you on stage giving this nigga the West Coast. I thought it was West Coast, Snoop, and now you doing this. That's some Trojan horse shit, man.
So you
that's
feel like he going against the coast.
He going against the coast, man. I'm gonna say it if nobody else gonna say it. I thought it was West Coast. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I feel you. But in terms of how he's addressing it, I just feel like he's really ready to get to the shits. So that's why I'm asking you in terms of if Kendrick is he has to come on that level. Drake's bomb has to be of what type? Does it have to be the same thing that happened to him?
For me, yeah. You got to hand
But
that.
is it warranted though, being with everything that he got going on? Because if it is, then essentially he has no leverage to win in your eyes.
Yeah, that's why I say he gotta find something like he gotta find some shit. If he finds some shit and he translates it well, I got no problem giving Drake the dub.
Now, what if it's just on some because at the end of the day, this is some sport shit. So is there room? Is it sport and some personal shit, or is it mixed together?
Yeah, it gotta be mixed together. It gotta be mixed together well. That's all I'm saying. I don't think he's a better rapper than Kendrick. So if he out raps Kendrick and that shit witty and shit like that, like on some real witty shit, not this shit not this frat house shit he doing right now, then I'll give him the dub. But he ain't nothing dub worthy so far for me.
Yeah, I just feel like this is poking the bear type shit. Off the tracks that he's done. All I really want to talk about is just from Kendrick's point of view now, bro. Like, where do we go from here with this nigga? Because he's so unpredictable.
Yes, I'm saying
You think he drops an album in May based off what Maul said?
He says an album coming. Like
He's heard. Now I spoke to my homie. He said, "Nah, that's cap."
That's cap. We would have been to a Kendrick album was coming though. Kendrick one of them niggas. He gonna roll an album
I
out.
don't know. He ain't on roll albums out.
We knew Big Mr. Morale was coming. That's what I'm saying.
We didn't know that.
That wasn't no surprise album, bro.
That was a surprise album. To me, it was. All we got was Hard Part 5, and then we got an announcement, and then that shit came out. No, Hard Part 5 came out after Mr. Morale, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we didn't. Yeah, so
nah, man.
Family Ties came out 2021 when he was talking that Smoking on Top 5 shit.
All right. And what, Mr. Morale 2022?
Yeah. And then Hard Part 5 came out during May of the playoffs.
I feel like something else came out before.
Hard Part 5 didn't come out last year, bro.
That was.
Hold on. Let me.
Part 5 was last year.
It was? Let me look it up, man. But go ahead though while I look this shit up.
No, I'm just saying. I think of an album was coming out with just even with Kendrick. Like I think we would have been to an album was coming.
May 8th, 2022. Let me look up Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Mr. Morale and the Big. May 13th.
So it was right after each
So it
other.
was right after each other. So I guess that was his promo. I didn't. Did you think an album was coming after Heart Part 5? Now that you know this, because I didn't think no album was
I
coming.
could have swore we knew an album was coming. We didn't know Heart 5
Because
was
there was
coming.
no singles from that album. Because this is why I was so disappointed. I was like, bro, you can't give me Heart Part 5 and give me Mr. Morale. There was no singles off Mr. Morale. He don't really. When he popped out with Damn, you know what we got from Damn? We got that Humble video.
We got Humble, then we got
Loyalty.
Then we got it was one more song off of there.
But the album came quickly after that. That's what I'm saying. So the time frame makes sense. He dropped Heart Part 5 May 8th, and then the album came May 13th. That's what I'm saying. We ain't getting no promo for that album. So that's what I said. With this nigga Kendrick, he's so fucking unpredictable. That's why I don't think he's gonna come with a dud. I will say that. As far as a diss, I don't believe he's capable of ever giving me a dud.
Right.
I do believe though. It's just way too many. It's beatable. It's not like these aren't haymakers. They are good punches though. I'll say that in my opinion. These are good punches. And I think it speaks to the narrative of in between that 3-week time frame when niggas was on him in terms of saying something, he was just like, you know what? Niggas saying I'm on tour, I'm ducking. I ain't putting nothing out. I think after he got off tour, he really got in the lab and he was just like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get to this shit because it's been building up. We here now. Do you think your level of disappointment would be on the same level of disappointment of Drake not replying to Pusha or less?
If Kendrick never drops anything,
Yeah. Would you still call him the boogeyman?
not a boogeyman tag gotta go. You at least gotta respond.
Okay.
No matter how I feel about these records, you still gotta respond.
Yeah.
Not when y'all been doing this for this long, subliminally at least.
Yeah, subliminal.
And you drop the like that verse, like you gotta do something. But for me, the boogeyman tag still in fact just intact still because I feel like the shit he dropped last night, like that's kind of like that was an overplay to me, in my opinion. That's like when Remy dropped the first disc, and then she tried to do the other shit, and it's like, nah, my nigga, you should have kept the first one.
What do you think the biggest difference between this and Back to Back was?
Back to Back stuck in the clubs. Niggas not playing that shit nowhere.
Oh, they're not playing that tailor-made shit in the club.
That's what I'm saying. Like this is more so like some chat room shit. Back to Back, he could perform that at OVO Fest.
Yeah.
He can do that other places. That was
I think this is just a standalone type.
That's not like nothing that's gonna like carry it nowhere.
Do you think push-ups? That's what I meant to ask you. So you really felt like that was an issue with him not claiming the record, even though he sent it to Academics and Who Kid was claiming it? Because I take it as when niggas used to send their records to the DJ, Funk Flex, whoever, Clue, and all that. I didn't think that was an issue. It's out there.
It's kind of both. I feel like he was using that as a tactic to test the waters if niggas really liked it.
Oh, that was my first thing. I'm talking about the real diss. What I'm asking you now, the real diss.
What, the push-ups?
The one that he sent to Act. You still felt like he had to claim it even though he sent it to Act?
That's the same song, isn't it?
No, it's a different version. The one that we heard in the morning, that was a rough draft I felt was put out by OVO to test the temperature. The real version is a different beat. Some lines are different and the energy, and I feel like the energy and flow is different.
It's just a rough draft, but it's still like the same. It's the same building.
Do you feel like the claim card it was fair to say? Because my whole thing is this. If DJ Who Kid is posting about it and Academic said I got the email from him, are we not believing them?
It's strategy. It's all strategy, bro.
No, I'm asking you, do you feel like he had to claim it?
I mean,
Because he was quoting lyrics from it. He was poking at niggas on his Instagram story about it. Do you feel like the claim? Because I feel like, bro, like he sent the record to him. What is there to claim?
it ain't no. He didn't do this with Charged Up and Back to Back. Them shits was straight to Apple.
But I'm talking about in totality of the Duppy is not on streaming, on DSPs.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, keep talking, y'all.
I'm just saying, like, I just feel like when him, as far as like the claiming shit, like we knew he still claimed it, even if he didn't put Duppy on DSPs, he still played into it on social media. He did the invoice shit. Excuse me. He still was playing around on the internet with the shit. He was claiming it without having to put Duppy on DSPs. Charged Up, back to back, them shit went straight to Apple. So like there was no like second guessing. He still claimed Duppy whether we say he didn't put it on DSPs or not. So it's still the same shit to me. I feel like now.
So you felt like it wasn't his record prior to him claiming it? Because some niggas was actually hitting my line saying it ain't his record. He ain't claiming it. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? He sent this shit to Act. We not believing Act? That's what I'm asking.
No, listen. This is my
And salute the Act outside the dick riding he be doing, but he is like he's a legit source now. So if Act is on his live stream saying I just got the email, he got Ross record directly. I first heard Ross record on Act stream. I first heard Drake's record on Push Ups. So when people are telling me, oh, it ain't his record, he ain't claiming it. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? He sent it.
No, that's his record. What my opinion is,
yeah,
I feel like him playing the DJ roles, sending the Act, that was strategy as well as
I think he was taking it back with that one, honestly.
As well as him trying to test the waters on it. If he
definitely.
If he got an overall thumbs down on that, that's Push Ups doesn't go on Apple Music.
Facts.
That's just my opinion.
I agree. The first one that we heard, that was a test of waters. Facts. Because Maul said he sent it to him when he saw it on Twitter. He was like, yo, is this it? He was like, nah, but here's like the final version of it. And that's when he sent it to him. Some niggas believe they ain't put that out. I'm like, bruh, who else would have put that shit out? You put that shit out to test the waters. You put that rough draft out there to see what it was hitting for. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way around it because who else would have access to that? It would have had to come, and it would also speak to you having leaks of your camp. I think OVO put that first rough draft out to test the waters, and then when Act was on his stream, because Act played that one on his stream.
Yeah, I remember.
So when Act gets the real one, he like, oh shit, because off that rough draft, I didn't like the energy, the beat was whack, and it didn't speak to a nigga who was ready to engage. Now when I heard Push Ups, the energy is different, the flow is better, and the beat is 100% better. It's just better. That's just what it is. So I don't know in terms of what their whole process was with that whole Push Ups record, but I do know you putting out that rough draft was different. What do you feel like? Because I remember when Duppy dropped, and I see that conversation coming out because Duppy was 100. I think Duppy is like his top 2 disc record. I'm not getting that feel from these two, but I think that's just because he didn't have nothing else coming behind Duppy. Now that I think about it, I think he thought that was going to be a one and done. That's why I think he's approaching it the way he's approaching it with this. Because you got to think about how everything he did behind that. He dropped Duppy the same day his album dropped. He dropped it that afternoon, that Friday. He sent the invoice, so he thought that was a knockout. Boom, boom, boom. Pusha come back with story added on. You don't say shit. So I don't think he had nothing else in the tuck. I thought he was sleeping on him.
So you think he was lying when he said he had another record?
Did he say that on Duppy?
He was saying that his camp was saying that. Jay Prince said that. They said that they.
Oh, you talking about pump faking? Because if you had it, you wouldn't. Like Pusha said, if you had something, you wouldn't spare me. What you sparing me for? He never had nothing recorded. He deleted it, or he'd record something, delete it. I believe he didn't. I don't believe he had anything ready. I believe Drake approached Pusha like, hey, this Duppy shit, this gonna be a one and done KO knockout. I ain't gonna have to back you, none of that shit. So when Pusha comes back with the haymaker, that's it. That's why I think he's approaching this battle differently. And shout out my nigga Rich. I was having a conversation with Rich yesterday. He's like, bro, I can see that he's moving in a way that is way different from the Pusha shit. Like, you could tell that this nigga is a little bit more battle ready in terms of his preparation. Because for you to just put out Duppy, that's bad preparation. You couldn't have thought that you just was going to put that out and Pusha wasn't going to come back with something. And also, you know what else? Pusha had layers. That's another factor. So he said it in the record. Surgical Summer Volume 1. So he didn't want no more smoke for what was coming, but he wasn't ready. With this one right here, I feel like he's more prepped as far as battle.
I feel like that whole summer was kind of crazy because that's the same summer that Weeknd had the shit around his face and shit too. That's the same year.
The what thing?
remember when Weekend, we was like, damn, something happened the Weekend at that award show.
Yeah, what award show was that?
That
That was
was-
2018?
That was American Music Award.
That was 2018?
Yes.
I'm thinking that was 2020.
No.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, was he jabbing at Drake too? Because he was dissing Drake on the Metro album, the Future album.
It's way too many shit that you get off him about his abs. I don't know about the nose shit. This girl hit me. She told me those are fillers, but all that's under the same umbrella.
It's
in my
under the
opinion.
same shit.
The abs, the fillers, the Millie Brown shit. You could get at him about extortion with Wayne and Birdman and all this other shit. It's a lot of angles that you could take at him as far as a battle. Like this dude said on Twitter the other day, I don't know who he was. He was like, bro, I would already had 20 in the tuck ready for Drake ass. Like that's how I feel like you. Am I lying though?
Nah, fact.
Like real shit. Like it's a lot of angles that you could take with this nigga. He's a good rap. He's a great rapper. Like fan aside, he's a great rapper. But as far as angles, Drake wasn't gonna be having me on no ropes, bro. I was gonna cook up something. Real shit.
Nah, facts. But
Like that's how I feel. But just speaking to Kendrick, I feel like Kendrick is in a place where I don't know. Just based on conversations I have with my mans and shit like that, he's just too unpredictable, bro. Like he's too unpredictable. You never know. We get some today, we get tomorrow. But I 100% agree with you on the timetable point.
yeah.
There ain't no timetable. I didn't have a timetable for nobody though. But remember, I also said in the beginning, I didn't think J. Cole or Drake was going to reply no time soon. So for all of this to be happening right now, it's kind of like, for me, I've kind of had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like Jordan texted you this morning. He said, bro, you seem like you ain't really been enthused like past like after like that. It's like, nah, it's not that. I just want niggas to engage. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
me being selfish, as a selfish fan, do I want replies within a week? Yes. Realistically, that's not how the shit gonna go. That's how I'm playing it. But am I satisfied? I would say yeah so far. I will be ultimately satisfied when I finally hear Kendrick, because we'll finally get it. We'll finally get it. At that point, you know, the fans outside the stands, of course, will determine the winner within all the shit. But I don't feel like Raw's got to drop nothing else. Honestly, I feel like he's not in the way in a J. Cole context. But let's get to the real shit. Let's just go ahead and get to the real shit. That's just where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Salute to him though, but I don't need no more back and forth with him and Drake. Because it's going to continue to take away from what we really here for. You get what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
again, as a fan, I'm enjoying this shit, bro.
That's another side.
And I'm not really trying to get serious out on this shit. I really do want to enjoy it. That's why I'm not really letting niggas who I know are obviously playing a certain side, like, fuck with my mood in terms of how I'm viewing this shit. Because I already know it's going to come with it on both sides, Kendrick fans and Drake fans. From that aspect, me being a Drake fan is no secret, of course, but I fuck with Kendrick too. So I'm going to judge the shit accordingly, but I'm not other niggas, unless you come in my mentions with that shit, I see the play though. As far as the timetable. Like, I definitely see what you seen as regards to that. I think he's just so anxious to just like really get to the shits, and he got other shit in the tuck. So I would be surprised if this nigga Kendrick don't say shit.
Yeah, I'd be disappointed.
I would be very surprised if, but I'm gonna tell you this also, Mo. I'll say this. You may believe me, you may not. I ain't really gonna kill him if he don't respond. You know why? Because at the end of the day, this is what you asked for. You didn't respond. You didn't take the J. Cole route. But me, honestly, as far as the boogeyman tag, that has to be like kind of done away with. If you choose not to say nothing.
Right.
Now, if you lose, you lose. It is what it is. If you go out there, you put out a diss track, and you lose, that is what it is. But a lot of it is just also a lot of this too is subjective at the end of the day in terms of what you feel was better, what was not. Bruh, I know on the grand scale, Ether did what it did. I like Takeover more. That's just my honest opinion. I understand what Ether did though. So as far as Nas, I always charge that to the game. As far as that, Hov shot himself in the foot when he did Super Ugly. We already know what came behind that. So, of course, consensus-wise, you know,
It's
Ether
a
was the one
L.
that didn't. Yeah, it's a L. But I do like Takeover more. That's just my honest take on it. But if this nigga Kendrick chooses to replies like May, I ain't gonna trip. June, I ain't gonna trip. Cause I'm equating him to his unpredictability. But
Mind you, now May in a week and a half. So what we talking about?
end of May. I ain't gonna trip if he replied to intimate. But what I'm also saying is also we do have to acknowledge that there exists in this universe a certain energy of a respectable time frame as far as the lust for the battle. Because if we get to November and he replied, what we saying?
November kind of crazy.
What's the cutoff? What's the cutoff for crazy?
Cut off for crazy.
August, July.
July.
All right. I could get with that.
Because August, that's what?
3 months?
That's 3. That's
May, June, July. 4 months.
Come on. I'm gonna still listen to it now, but I'm be like, all right, there's gotta be There's gotta be a nuke. It gotta be a nuke.
I don't really feel like it gotta be a nuke if it well, you saying in July.
May,
it can still be a jab.
It could be a jab because that let me if y'all telling me each side got multiple tracks, it could be a jab.
Yeah.
If I'll take it back, like even if he drop in August and y'all tell me both sides got multiple tracks, that let me know for sure it's going into 2025.
Yeah, because Kendrick ain't marching nobody else beat.
Exactly.
If it just remains at these 2 records from Drake's side, it can still be. Now, if Drake comes with quote unquote nuke, then what? I'm presenting all possibilities.
If he drop again,
yeah.
Now we and it's a nuke.
Yeah.
Now we gotta press the button. PDE, I'm sorry, a PG Lang, y'all niggas gotta press the button, bro. Fuck all that. This nigga britches too big. For real.
Oh shit, man. Nah, but I'm trying to think if I miss anything in terms anything I miss. We covered pretty much everything. Anything else? You got any questions as regards to this?
Nah, I'm good. Like that's how I feel.
Remember
yeah, that's
how I'm trying to see if there's anything else that we need to cover as regards to this. But like I said, I fuck with push-ups, the record. I feel like if anything, that'll probably go off for the strippers more than anything, just off the beat alone. This, like you said, this some one-off shit with the tailor-made freestyle. Like I said, I like more so what he was rapping on the end.
I might have to go to the strip club this week, and I'll let you know if they play that shit or not. I can honestly guarantee they're not playing that shit in there, not in Gen X.
They're playing Block Bleeder though.
They playing that Block Bleeder.
Probably not.
I'm a bleeder.
They playing Chicken P. They playing them.
I'm saying for more of those settings, it's more.
Yeah.
You fuck with the beat at all?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I'm more so a fan of niggas getting their shit off on like the shit you can rap on.
Yeah, I do feel like
now if you
making
make like
this on a high tempo, it's a risk.
It's a risk.
See, he got that off with back to back wasn't. No, it was.
That was a high
tempo. It worked though, but
it was way higher in tempo than Charged Up.
Yeah. You know what? I went back and listened to Charged Up. I don't really hold it in a high regard like that.
That was a jab. That was a good jab.
I know you said a few weeks ago that you feel like that was like one of his, his best ones, but
that was a good jab.
I put Two Birds up there, and another one that's kind of something is Summer 16 when him and Meek did War Pain. He did Summer 16. I kind of like Summer 16, but Kendrick, man, yeah, I'll be waiting whenever you ready, dog. That's it. Until then, I'm just ready to see how this shit gonna play out. But until then, that's all we gonna have to do because you know how this nigga Kendrick go. This nigga going.
Literally anything can happen.
It's too much.
We could wrap this up right now and pick up our phone and a Kendrick.
Then I'm gonna say fuck him because you fucked up our damn podcast, nigga. Like J. Cole. Not fuck him like you know what I mean. I'm just like, come on, Kendrick, don't play with us like that, bro. God damn.
It could very well happen though.
Yeah.
Knowing that nigga.
Knowing this nigga, man. So yeah, man. But we'll see how this shit go, man. Yeah, I'm also interested to see how that whole shit in terms of what he's talking about with this whole. If there is anything else to be said about that whole Larry Jackson and Gamma shit, because I feel like with that whole French Montana, Rick Ross and Drake dynamic, I feel like that shit could be fixed. What do you think?
If that's his reasoning for going at Drake behind that, yeah, I think that can be fixed, but I don't know. It depends. It
depends on the level, because I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. If I had a homeboy on the job and he got a manager position,
that's what
he
I'm
started
saying.
doing something. Like, my nigga, I known you 10 years, my nigga.
I gotta look at you different, bro.
Yeah.
I look at you completely different.
Yeah. Oh, what do you say to the fans? What do you say to the fans who say, "Oh well, Ross was buddy buddy with this nigga for 10+ years and missed all this shit, and now it's convenient for you to call him white boy and all this other shit."
Nah, he probably was calling him white boy back then too. We don't know that. We don't know the extent of their friendship. We don't know.
No, I'm talking about in this context though. Like, I don't think they would have done records all them years with him addressing them like, or you feel like he was just charging it to business.
It's business is business at the end of the day.
So you don't feel like they was buddy buddy like that.
Not buddy, but it's more so like, yo, like, you know,
On
what
a
I'm
respect
saying?
business
It's a
level.
respect business level type shit. Like, once that's gone, you can say anything.
I got you. I just wanted to ask because that was also a thing. People saying, "Oh,
Niggas
Drake."
making it seem like they was. Nah, that's I never looked at it like that. I just thought they made decent songs together, like them being like buddy, call each other every day type shit. I didn't see that.
Yeah, because people saying, "Oh, when Drake was," I'm just going off what people are
Mhm.
saying. It's saying, "Oh, when he was on Drake head, you wasn't really saying. When he was on Meek head, you wasn't saying nothing. You kind of just played defense on it. You didn't jump out the window for Meek, and he was your artist. You jumping out the window for French. You calling him white boy and all
more
this other shit.
I think it was more shit that was going on behind that, because I think Ross even he had some songs where he kind of spoke on having to give Meek his distance around that time anyway. So who knows where them two was even at?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you really look at Meek and Ross timeline, they really just got back cool last year.
Yeah, 2015 they was locked in though.
Yeah, I mean, but he even speaks to that, like, oh, I had to.
He did have an interview around that time. I had to go back and ask him how he felt about that. But I was just asking because that's what niggas were saying. I'm not gonna be mad at I'm not gonna be mad at Ross foresight, over his hindsight. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas' minds are allowed to change and shit like that. But ultimately though, I feel between them two, this is gonna work. Just all based on how they've been dissing each other. And on, like, my nigga, we dissing each other mansions. And also, niggas' comprehensions are very terrible, by the way. Let me speak to this. So when Ross said on the record, "Oh, you got more money," that wasn't him saying he got more money than Drake. He's changing his voice and he's saying, "Oh, what you gonna say? I got more money." Like, he's basically saying, "Okay, nigga, you got more money than me." I just wanted to say that because that was a thing that niggas was misunderstanding. He wasn't saying that me, Ross, got more money than Drake. It's saying, "Oh, well, nigga, what you gonna say? You got more money than me? Like, what's up?"
I ain't broke.
Yeah, hell no. But we dissing each other's mansions now. Like, yeah, that's way above my pay grade. Way above my lifestyle anyway. But, of course, Birdman hopped out and said something, so I knew that was coming.
Of course.
I'm trying to think of anybody. Oh, I don't want to hear nothing from Wayne. They say, "Oh, nah, I'm cool on that. You're going to leave that alone." Yeah, that's pretty much. So all we can do now is just play the waiting game, man. That's all we can really do with this shit. I'm really trying to make sure I cover all my bases before we move on. If there's anything else I miss. You good, bro?
I'm good. I gotta mute this Ice tweet.
What happened?
I'm gonna send you that shit.
Oh, okay.
This shit going kind of nuclear on my phone.
That's one thing about going viral on Twitter. You gotta mute it.
No, I got
because your shit gonna start lagging and all type of shit. This shit get wild.
I just muted it.
Send it to me though. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. So R.I.P. to Rico Wade, man.
Rest in peace to Rico Wade,
legend,
man. Shouts out to the whole Organized Noise Dungeon.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. to him. Passed away at 52 years old. They didn't say the reason. Not really looking for a reason. Just hope that his spirit is flying high. A staple in not only music, rap music, culturally Southern music that pretty much dictates this rap shit. Like, if you don't know about Rico Wade, man, please
do some research.
Do your research, man.
Do some research. Research the whole Dungeon family. Research the whole Organized Noise.
Yeah, man, he's a solid foundation for legendary shit.
If they ever put that Organized Noise documentary back on Netflix, please catch that. Or
nigga, I tried to find it to buy.
Or Google it. Yeah,
I tried to find the shit to buy. I can't even find the shit to buy.
Yeah, do some real research on Rico Wade and the Organized Noise. Do some research on the Dungeon family. Yeah, man, pillar of music, period, man. Rest in peace, Rico Wade, bro. Straight up.
O.J. Simpson passed away.
R.I.P. O.J. Hey, I text my mom. I say, Mom, OJ passed. She was like, no.
All right, so I'm gonna have the discussion on here since nobody else want to have the discussion. Let's get to the
What's up,
shits,
man?
even though it's out my complete understanding because I was around 3 years old when all this shit happened. Did he do it?
I saw a lot of theories pop out when he died. They were saying his son did it.
What you think?
I don't think OJ did it. I
So-
think he knows who did it, though. He definitely knows who did it, and now we'll never know who did it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I think he did that shit.
You think he did?
100%.
I mean, the evidence just didn't point to him doing it, though.
There was some evidence there at the scene, like his hair, like some of his hair. Here's my thing.
Your hair come
At
off
any point.
any point.
Any point. Was there any blood though? See, that's the key. Was any of his blood on that crime scene?
Well, you remember when they took him in, and then they made him. He even took his clothes off to show any.
So that was real.
That's real.
He didn't have no struggle
He
marks
didn't
on
have
him.
no
nothing.
struggle marks on him, bro. He didn't.
But Ron Goldman did.
Ron Goldman did. OJ had no struggle marks on him. You kill two people, bro, you're gonna have something on you.
See, that's a big joker in this. See, I didn't know that.
Nah,
I
that
just
was-
came across it.
That was real.
So if I'm being honest, so he didn't do this shit then.
I don't think he did it. He know who did it though.
Probably hire somebody.
I'm gonna be real. The theory that I saw about his son doing it, I think his son might have did it.
What's the theory?
So they were saying, so a year prior to that, first off, the nigga's son was in the Marines or one of the branches. So they were saying he got like expert level hand-to-hand combat training.
Okay.
So then they were saying he had like mental issues. Then they were saying even his job in the service, he dealt with like knives and like shit like that. Then they were saying, what's the other one? The knife that was used, it was like one of the same knives that the son actually owned in a knife set that he had at the house.
Okay.
So that's automatically go back to him.
Okay.
So my opinion is, I feel like, of course, the nigga knew, what was going on with his pops and the girl or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Him not already being wrapped together tightly or whatever. He go and do that. He probably somehow communicated with OJ. OJ come out there, try to help him as best as he can. My opinion is this: OJ already lost a child in the 70s.
Oh.
One of his daughter drowned in a pool.
Damn.
So, my opinion, I feel like OJ chose to
From
fight.
his first wife.
Yeah, he chose to fight that shit so he don't lose another child. You know what I'm saying? To the system. They even had it broke down when they did the verdict. OJ, I don't think it's much camera like footage from that shit, but they actually say the son is the first person that he consoles in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
Like on some like you good type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the first person he go to hug and make sure they good. So in my opinion, even if the son didn't do it, the son know who did it and OJ know who did it too.
OJ knows. So it's a fact that he knows.
I would bet a lot of money that OJ know exactly who did it.
You just don't think
It
he
just
did
don't
himself.
benefit him in saying, because even
See, I didn't know about that part of the evidence about him taking off his clothes.
No,
There's
like
no
he-
struggle marks on
yeah,
him.
he
nothing.
did that. He did that the night they arrested him for it. When he finally got him, he did all that. My thing is this.
A lot of people feel he did that shit, man. A lot of people feel he did that shit. Even I see black people say, yeah, he did that shit. But here's my thing. Looking back at it, I see a man who was very, very fortunate for this type of case
Mm-hmm.
that it happened after Rodney King.
Oh yeah.
Because the black woman to this day, when I watched the America vs. OJ doc, she said, yeah, I felt he did it, but I said no. Off that alone, she said that.
Yeah, I know.
She said it. She's like, yeah, I felt, but nah. So he got really blessed with a certain time frame with that whole murder.
It's a lot of factors. He had absolutely the best lawyer team ever. That
Dream team.
he had the racial
And the
component.
racist cop.
The racist cop.
I heard that was a big joker in this case as well, and I think the Goldmans was upset because I seen them like after certain interviews, after certain days of trials, like bro, they keep trying to make this about the cop, and this ain't about the cop. This is about him killing my son and killing Nicole Simpson.
The prosecution also didn't prove their case well as all either though.
Them making him try on the glove had to been the stupidest shit ever.
Once you done showed America that the glove didn't fit, he innocent.
First of all, he has to put on another glove before he puts that
Because
one
he
on.
can't tamper the evidence.
Secondly, the glove already been drenched in blood. It's gonna shrink in size.
Y'all can't clean the gloves. Y'all can't do.
Why would you make him try that
Once he held his hands up, and y'all see the gloves ain't go on his hand all the way.
And then what Johnny say?
Hey,
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit. Boom. They fucked. I heard they didn't do a good job of presenting.
nah, the
that case at all.
prosecution they didn't present him being guilty well enough.
But I'm glad you told me about that because it wasn't Tariq Nasheed with the one who had posted about that too,
Mhm.
about him shirtless and him not having no struggle.
Yeah.
I would assume if you kill two people,
You're gonna have something on you, bro.
you got some type of struggle.
It's
marks
gonna
on
be
it.
a
Scratches.
scratch. It's gonna be even if it's a scratch. They did DNA testing on the bodies. They would have had some DNA on their hands.
Fingertips,
Something
whatever
from
kid-
fighting.
something through the gloves, something through
Those were execution like mafia style, like
his
slang.
clothing.
There was
They
nothing.
gathered
on him.
all his clothing from.
There was nothing on him. There was nothing on the man. Y'all saying hair was there? Okay, that was his residence at one point, right?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
that could have been there.
That could have been there.
You can't put a time frame
If
on
I'm-
when the
if
hair
I'm-
got there. Yeah, you
If
right.
if I'm his lawyer,
Because
like,
his
bro,
kids was staying at that house,
what we talking about? What we talking about?
so you can't use the hair angle.
Can't.
They trying to say they was playing evidence too. That's what also was a big thing in this trial. Like this was here, this wasn't there. Like it was a lot of tampering with evidence. I heard in this case,
Okay.
it was a lot of tampering with evidence. I would have loved to have been an adult during this time so I could really,
Yeah.
really give my take on this. But basically, my dad, no, he ain't did that shit, son. That's what my dad's standing on. It's like, bro,
Nah, my
none of this
people-
shit add up. And my dad is very like
Yeah,
fair.
Yeah.
He's son, this shit didn't add up. And my dad is what, 26, 27 at the time. He's like,
my mom running.
he said, son, I'm telling you, they tried to frame him. My dad's standing on that 100%.
That's how my mom. Because when I text my mom, she was like, "No, not OJ." I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah, so RIP to OJ, but I did have to have the conversation, man. I
it's-
couldn't let that be the elephant in the room because
Yeah.
everybody else gonna take it. Because there's people straight up calling him a murderer, and I'm like, bro, you can't call a man that. Do we have some people who get off on shit? Yeah, a lot of people feel like he got off. Okay, cool. But if this is the evidence that's provided, then you insert this cop, you insert tampering with evidence, you tell me that about him going to take his clothes off, he don't got no marks on him. That's a big factor to me.
Big factor.
That's a 100% of. You mean to tell me the woman gonna fight back? She trying to fight for her life.
There's a whole man there.
There's a
too.
whole man there too.
Come on now. He don't got no bruises on him. This nigga not invincible. Yeah, he an athlete, but he was 20 years out of his career by then.
OJ was 46.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, yeah, for him to not have no markings on him, bro, is very telling. Cause you're not going to the
You're
crib
not-
and
you're
no. The human body element still
It
has
don't
to
even-
heal.
Yeah, it gotta heal.
It gotta heal. Yeah.
Come on now. That was the major thing to me. When I saw that, I was like,
What did you feel about his demeanor in the chase? Did that point to somebody? When you look at that, does that point to somebody who's guilty or innocent?
that point to somebody who probably it could have been a multitude of things. Like, damn,
He wasn't speeding.
he wasn't speeding at all. It wasn't
He
like
didn't pull over. He didn't pull over until he got to his house.
nigga probably trying to like, damn, nigga, the whole LAPD behind me right now. Like, what the fuck going on? Like,
I heard that's one of the biggest moments just in world history.
yeah, it is, bro. That shit in history books, you know. That shit wasn't in one of your history books in high school.
I seen that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit.
Like the chase.
Yeah,
But I don't really look at it as a chase though. You know what?
they call it a chase.
I don't know why because
I just feel like the nigga didn't pull over.
that's why I'm looking at it. A chase to me is
Who
a
you
nigga
think-
bucket
who you
one.
think,
What do you think, Drew?
He was driving until he got to a safe place to pull over. That's all. You know how that-
Yeah, it wasn't. He wasn't speeding.
And it wasn't like they were shooting out his tires and
That's
nothing
what I'm
like
saying.
that.
Like,
They gotta,
they didn't- he wasn't. He clearly wasn't a threat. When you said he wasn't a threat,
I don't look at that as a chase for real.
not a chase.
it wasn't.
They over exaggerated
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit, though. But it's still always going to be black and white, no matter what it is.
Always.
And that's really what it is. a black man killed this white woman.
Now he's fleeing.
Everybody out of the departments in a fucking car.
Dog, when I look at the reactions, when that verdict came
My
down,
mom picked me up from school early that day.
bro, listen, white people, and they also talk about how monumental that was because a lot of money was lost just within that time frame from people stopping work. A lot, record money loss happened within that time frame of the verdict.
No productivity.
Everybody stopped. It's like the world completely stopped. Like, you know how we say, oh, such and such. No, the world completely stopped. My mom said everybody went to the TV in the office. No work was being done. And the white people was just pissed. My dad said, shout out my uncle. My uncle said he was working Pepsi at the time. He was working with this white dude. They was at this bar, dropping shit off. Said the white dude ain't said nothing the rest of the route.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But it
speaks to you can see the energy. They was just like,
ain't no way.
No way he got off.
No way to let this nigga go.
Here's my thing. If you OJ, are you paying that wrongful death lawsuit in 97? No. I'm not paying that shit. Bro.
Nah.
I'm sorry. I'm fighting that too. I don't
Y'all
give a fuck if it's a civil suit.
No rice, no shampoo, no nothing.
You think he was just probably just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, because you had to think it was that, and then they took his memorabilia. Remember all that shit he went back to jail for?
He went back to jail for that in 2009.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he had to pay the wrongful death lawsuit in 97 for that murder.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying not a dime.
I brought it up because it was like a timeline of the people still fucking with him after this shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So
okay.
it's like
they tried to get this nigga back in jail.
Yeah.
Like they really wanted this nigga in jail.
Now that y'all say that, I do remember seeing that.
That was the thing. Like, let's get OJ back in jail, bro.
Let's get him back.
Let's get him back. He did something.
Because guess who was at his verdict in 2009?
Who?
The Goldmans.
Oh, the Goldmans not gonna stop. They said they gonna pursue his kids.
What?
I just read that shit. They say we gonna see what we can do to pursue his kids.
Nah, they gotta let
for whatever estate he left behind. They gonna try to come get that.
He gotta let it go.
Let that shit go, man.
Let it go. Let it go. Because OJ, I do believe OJ is wrong for playing on it afterwards. Don't write no book, my nigga. If I did it, don't do that.
The book was crazy. That book was crazy.
The book is crazy,
The book is
bro.
crazy.
You get what I'm saying? It's like you playing on what people think that you did.
Hey, but I'm gonna just.
Would you write a book?
I'm gonna play. No, I wouldn't write the book. That shit kind of crazy. He was going around signing that shit too. That shit crazy.
Like, this is the mother of your child that got killed. We also got to provide context here.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
This is the mother of your child, my nigga, regardless of how much you hate her. So that does point to you knowing or you executing it. It's the difference between you knowing and executing. Do you think he executed the murder?
No.
But you think he knew?
I think he...
Did he know after or prior? What do you think?
I think he knew, like, he just knows. It don't matter. Prior... If he knew prior, that's kind of nasty. But... he know. Either way, he know.
Okay. Rather be phone call, in person, whatever the case may be. Because you know who do know? His lawyers.
Oh, yeah.
But they dead now, so.
Yep.
Well, Shapiro's still alive, isn't he?
Shapiro barely here.
Yeah, Rob, he gone. Johnny, he gone.
Rob gone.
Because, you know, you got client.
What was the young lady name that was on?
I can't remember. But
they know.
Because you got client attorney privilege.
Yeah, they know. And it would have been in his best interest to tell them.
I think Rob spoke to a time when he first got OJ, because, you know, when he get booked, and it spoke to a man who knew what the fuck was going on from Rob's account.
Yeah.
Whether he did it or not, it spoke to he knew what the fuck was going on. Because I'm going to tell you, if I didn't do that shit, regardless of how much I hate my baby mama, bro, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
OJ looking like from a standpoint of, or he could just be that calmer individual. I don't know. Because my dad, though, they was framing him, son, because he said the evidence didn't add up. Then you had the racist cop. My dad 100% feel like they was trying to frame OJ. 100%. He ain't did that shit, son. He say it straight like that all the time.
But I mean, also, it's just the climax of what time we were.
What was good? That's what the Rodney King shit provided him a lot of points.
They couldn't afford for LA to go through that again.
Hell nah. And that was the thing. Like,
So you feel like if OJ got found guilty, it was
fucking burning.
Oh,
the city
yeah.
down. Cities are burning.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
it would have possibly been like on some Civil War shit.
Right.
You gotta think how you say your uncle was at work and his coworker wasn't talking to him again. If they just say
if that verdict came down, we find OJ Simpson guilty.
it would have been some uprisings going on.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe, bro. My mom picked me up early from before they even did the verdict.
Yeah.
When she found out they came to deliberation for a verdict, she came and got me from school. Real talk.
That shit was serious.
That shit was serious, bro.
But they did have cops out there on the streets. They was prepared for some outrage.
I don't think it would have, bruh. They wasn't. It was cops out on the street for
So
Rodney
it would have been Rodney King and OJ back to back.
back to back. LA couldn't afford that, and that one could have possibly spilled into some nationwide shit. They couldn't afford that.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing reactions of like niggas at the laundromat, bro.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
rejoicing.
It
bro.
was niggas at work with their fingers crossed on camera, like yo, like please let this man be not guilty.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit has been real. Cause you gotta think, before Rodney King, her name left me, but I don't want to disrespect her. The young lady that died at the corner store, the Asian shot her.
Mm.
Tupac rapped about her on.
I know you.
Oh yeah, you talking about? what's that girl's name, man?
I
That
don't
happened
want-
in L.A. too.
That happened in L.A.
That was 80s.
No, that was like 90 or 91 or some shit
Okay,
like that.
so
Yeah.
they already had a slew
It
of
was
shit just
already-
happening
It's shit happening, bro. The riots happened, and then y'all gonna turn around
and convict
and
OJ.
convict. Nah, bro.
But it also kind of we was in that same time. Like we already relapsed that same time prior to COVID. That was 19.
Yeah, that's a
During
fact.
George Floyd
Yeah,
and the spillover police brutality and seeing that. Okay, now it's the unjust has to stop. Now
Yeah.
the motion of the unjust happens, and then the nigga hit the switch and shut the world down.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Pull the plugs on the world.
That's
As
crazy.
as soon as the motion
And
started
you gotta
happening
think
for black
like
people.
the I don't want to use propaganda, but like the narrative push of police brutality was extreme.
Very.
It's like every week we see another a different black
And you gotta
person
think it was
die.
no phone. So think about the shit they was getting away with.
Exactly. Listen, bro.
If Rodney King wasn't on camera,
I got people who grew up like back in that time, like who was in the streets around here, telling me about some crazy shit that the police used to do to them.
no cameras.
No cameras and shit. So I can only imagine what all of niggas was going through just everywhere.
But I tell you one thing though. If there was a camera at Nicole Simpson's house, this wouldn't be a conversation.
Yeah.
And it probably was.
I don't think so, Drew. They would have had that.
Nah, bro. Man, nigga, that's VCR, nigga. They would have take boop.
Yeah.
Nigga, take the tape.
Nah,
I'm
you
out,
right,
bro.
but it's like
I mean, this.
Oh
you gotta,
yeah, yeah. Oh, like old boy did on
Menace
on
to
Miss.
Society.
You know what I'm saying? Like this you got to think about the times of technology at that time. Ain't no like
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't no-
automatic saver.
If you had a
cloud.
camera at your
Cloud,
house,
Cloud would have had niggas in hell back then.
if you had a camera at your crib in '94, you was like well off.
yeah.
Was she not?
She was.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure this white woman had a camera. I'm pretty sure she had a camera in that motherfucker somewhere. So I mean, again, I think it's at the time. VCR. I mean, shit. They probably had the nigga on. They probably have the killer on tape.
You think so? Rather be throughout the neighborhood and
It's
shit.
OJ just fisted the glove. I mean, he fisted the bill of what the situation is. He's a high profile character.
They already had domestic issues.
Already, a lot of phone calls of what the shit was already painted, and that's the crazy thing about it all. If your wife wakes up dead,
Yeah,
and
that
you the only-
911 call was telling the year prior.
and you're the only one in the room, automatically you're going to be the number one
prime.
suspect.
Yeah, you prime.
100%. So it's now if you're white, it's gonna be a little different. That's just my personal.
Oh,
feeling.
yeah,
I
for
feel like
sure.
they're gonna. Oh yeah, we're gonna do an interview. You can go home and
Yeah.
rest, and then
So
we might have to
you
call
feel like
back.
he didn't do it.
I don't know what took place, bro. But
Okay.
I'm not gonna pick a side.
You're not gonna pick a
because-
side, okay?
Nah, because I honestly like it didn't affect me, so I'm not gonna
Oh yeah, I'm just saying for the
Yeah.
sake of conversation.
Well, for conversations purposes, I still don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
that's just one of those things. I'm not ever going to pick a side.
It's
because-
possibly like one of the biggest toss ups in history, bro.
Word. And I know that facts are there.
Yeah.
You just ain't got them all. And
Yeah.
that's with any situation. I like to let shit play out how they're
The
supposed
only
to play
people
out.
who know what really happened, all dead right now.
Yeah.
And God know.
Yeah.
And God no, that's a fact.
That's it.
Ron Goldman know, Nicole Simpson know, and OJ know.
Yeah. So, you know, this that sounds like a rest in peace case
Yeah.
to me.
It's
You know
cold.
what I mean? In general,
It's completely cold now.
yeah, like there's nothing to talk about else
Yeah.
about this shit other than blessings up.
Yeah, that's all you really can say. So in another lifetime, we find out if he did it. How would niggas feel?
Hey man,
He got off.
he got off. Big up the black man, man.
He got
That's
off.
crazy.
Big up the black
Nigga
man.
Drew crazy. Nigga hit
Whoa.
the applause. Wow. You about to make Mo lose his voice again. Go ahead, sip something real quick for you.
My
For you
God, that is crazy.
That was crazy.
Z.
That was crazy, Drew. That was
Crazy.
fucking crazy.
Big up the black man. Always.
That was crazy, Drew. God damn, man. Shit. Hey, man, just another day of weird just messages.
Oh my God, I'm crying for real.
So, did you see Gerard Carmichael apologize to Dave Chappelle on the Breakfast Club?
What he did?
I didn't see it. That's why I was asking. There's an overall theme going on with this nigga right now. Let me start with, I don't really watch none of this nigga shit. I just know it's been a conversation lately about his comedy and like the style of comedy he does and all type of shit. So
That nigga was on Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
got some
remember.
shit going on HBO Max, but this nigga in his
Yeah.
underwear.
I remember on Saturday Night Live. I never thought he was really funny like that on there, but his brand of comedy definitely been under scrutiny the last few years, just based off him wanting to be a sex kitten for white men. So I just don't. I don't. That's not my brand of comedy, so I never really got into it. But what did he? So him and Chappelle were at odds.
He said something about Chappelle and Charlamagne kind of like pressed him about it.
Oh, okay.
But I think
So-
he apologized on the Breakfast Club for some comments he made. That's all I know.
Oh,
I was just asking, bro, because I honestly didn't know.
Nah, I didn't. I just know he be on that weird shit.
He's one comedian of many that needs to apologize to Dave Chappelle. I feel personally,
Right.
just in general. Like
I did see a interview with Dana McCarthy.
Mhm.
He had an interview. He was speaking about Dave Chappelle prior to him going to Africa and shit like that. And he was basically saying Chappelle came to him one time and was like, "Yo, they approached me. Like they approached me." He was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "They trying to get me to do certain shit. I ain't with that shit or whatnot." And then he was like, not even a week after that, that's when he dipped.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said when he came back, they never really had the same type of relationship. He said they was locked in. This is a nigga he did half baked with.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, they was like locked in, like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, they never, to this day, they still got the same type of relationship. He say it ain't no beef on his end. He just say he probably had some shit he still been going through or dealing with around that time. It was a lot that Dave Chappelle was going through around that time. But he was like when he came back, they just never really got back on like consistent speaking terms how they was. But
And I can see that.
he said that he always remembered that was like one of the last conversations they had.
Yeah, I could definitely see that only on the strength of when Dave left, bro. They fried this nigga. Like,
Yeah.
it was so many
Yeah, a
narratives.
lot of people turned their back on that man,
100%.
bro.
And that was the craziest thing to see because this nigga gave us, for real, a great ass DVD set, bro. Like, through and through, nigga. I still got
All-time
this
classic. All-time
100%.
classic. Yeah.
So it's like, just being able to be his authentic self, it was great to see that. And also just see the growth of Dave Chappelle from like half baked to the light that he was at prior to, him up and then leaving America and going to Africa, which I just still think, that's pretty fucked up because he had no choice. You know what I mean? Like
For a nigga to feel like that's his only out,
only way out.
that
come on,
says a
bro.
lot, bro.
So,
that says a lot.
But when you look at that shit, bro, like when you look at this climax of today and how they push the agenda of mental health, y'all didn't give this nigga his flowers for going to go get a piece of fucking mind.
You know why? This is why I honestly feel like they didn't give him that grace because they couldn't capitalize off it.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, because they wanted to make a dollar
They
off
wanted to
of
make a
this
dollar
nigga.
off of
Yeah,
Dave
man.
Chappelle. Like, nah, bro, I'm actually a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all trying to get me to do X, Y, and Z. That don't sit well with me.
You get a piece of me. What else? You
Y'all, and then I come back. I still got to fight for ownership of my own show.
Madness.
He just really got that back. You know what I'm saying? If the culture didn't revere Dave Chappelle how they do, who knows what he would have been, where he would have been at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, and then it's just, he's against all odds. Again, When you speak out against a certain community, you see how deep those roots really run and how for real,
And what they can take from you.
oh my
what
God,
they
bro.
can say about you.
And they will try to manipulate you in every situation. Because bro was the last time I saw him live, he was telling about a situation when he was in a bar and this person came up. This lady was just and basically tricked him to like saying how she looked good and just then hit him with
try to spin it. Yeah.
and spin it saying, "Well, I hope you don't know. I hope you know that you just gave a compliment to a trans. I'm a trans woman type shit. You see what I'm saying?
To try to go expose
him
Yeah.
for whatever and that's just so crazy to really see this shit because you make jokes about just life and what's happening in this world, but people really take that shit to heart and really make it a mission to really
bring
like
you down,
yeah, man. But down just to think about just a mission to them take you down. Think about a mission to try to off you, bro.
Yeah.
Like to take take things to a certain extreme, and that could where for a person that flees a whole country, I feel like you're at that point of I fear for my life,
for my life type thing. Yeah,
for real, because it's you don't just do the up and leave for no reason, bro.
Yeah.
And just to see that he still has to go through situations like that, and people really trying to manipulate him into catching him out of his off of his jokes. You know what I mean? It's fucking jokes, bro.
Because even in the interview that Dana was talking about, like he don't feel a way about it. 'Cause in fact, he feel like bruh not cutting ties with him kind of was to protect them. That's how cool they were. You know what I'm saying? So like,
and I get it.
Even when he came back, he was like, man, he was hurt behind that shit, but he kind of understood because, like we said, like so many people turned on this man. Like as soon as he left, he was the butt of niggas routine. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as he left, he gonna crack all of a sudden.
Yeah.
This man grew up a Muslim now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, I don't know, bro. That shit was always.
And for Half Baked to come out in '98, you know what I mean? Like, so you got to think like early 2000s. This shit is just it's out here. Granted, it's not the greatest movie, but it is a movie, especially like on a day to like today. Like
he grew a lot from '98 to
100
03 though.
right now. You know what I mean? So just to see that growth.
Even me not being a Dave fan, I see his growth.
Yeah. And so, just to even think like how much people are watching Half Baked on 420 today.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that is something that's going to be legendary forever.
Yeah.
In some people's households.
He teaching Chong level.
100%.
That. Like,
100%. So, I think it's one of those things like he's definitely deserving of his flowers, but it just also goes to show you how quick people are to judge an individual without getting all the facts first.
Right.
And that's why I just feel like the whole, even with that OJ situation, the facts have never been clear for me personally to be like, yeah, that nigga is innocent. I'm always rooting for black, so that's just where I stand. And even with this Dave Chappelle situation, old boy giving this apology, fuck out of here, bro. Because y'all niggas y'all be so hard on Dave, bro. And bro really just out here trying to make it, man. Like, bro really has put in the work from 98 to now. I mean, you see the growth. So,
especially, and I feel like comedians don't really hit correct me if I'm wrong. I equate comedians being well at what they do based off of time, life experience. I feel like comedians really hit their peak 40s, 50s. You get what I'm saying? You ain't going to have it all as a comedian, I think, because ain't no experience really there yet.
Yeah.
You really get into your bag when you get, like, I mean, look at Bernie. Bernie was 40-something. You get what I'm saying? Like, Sed and all them, Red Fox, Richard Pryor, all them. I feel like you hit your peak as a comedian in them 40s, 50 years. Look what Dave is at. He's in that time frame.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So he's definitely got a lot more work to put in. And that's the thing, bro. Like, a lot of people feel like you work a year, that's it. No, bro, it don't work.
It
like
don't
that.
stop. Once you're in it, you're in it.
You're
And that's
in
it.
it.
Yeah, I
In
mean
it,
that's just really how. And then it's just like even with Cedric the Entertainer, you know what I mean? Like I feel like he hit a peak to where he had to start stealing other entertainment.
Bro, look at Shannon Sharp. Shannon is 56, and look what he's doing. You get what I'm saying? Like, football wasn't his peak. Look what he's doing in media, but that speaks again like to
But niggas don't know Shannon been doing media though.
Ben. As soon as he got out of football, he was on CBS.
People
was on
forget about that
CBS,
shit.
yeah.
He been put his work
I like
in,
that
though.
whole lineup. Dion, Shannon,
that was fire.
Jim Nance,
That was fire.
Boomer Esiason. That lineup was elite.
That was fire.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jim Nance. I know he called games now, but I kind of miss him in the booth. But shout out to JB. JB be doing this thing. But that whole lineup, that's what I really like. And Shannon always had it in him. He just never was on the day-to-day show. You get what I'm saying? He was strictly for the football season. But look what he doing now, man. Great interviewer.
Nigga one of the top dogs right now.
Great
Nah, for real.
interviewer.
He
Great
running that shit up.
conversationalist. And a lot of people don't understand that's a skill.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That really is a skill. A comedian is one of the hardest forms of entertainment, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's very hard to keep a crowd engaged, keep them laughing, that's some hard shit.
Some hard shit.
It's
That's
some
why-
hard shit.
That's why when T.I. first started doing the comedians, I wasn't so hard on him because if he really, and he still is doing it, if you really commit to it, like, you can grow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the art forms where, like, you can come in not the best and grow into something else.
Fact.
If you stick to it and put that time in. And from what I've been seeing for T.I., like, he ain't quit. Like, he ain't, you know, like,
No, he still got to
he's-
put some work. You
he's
gonna
still at
bomb.
it. Like, he
You
gonna bomb, but it's like,
You got to keep
when I
going.
went I'm gonna put it like this. I just watched some shit from T.I. It's completely better from the couple years ago when he first put his hat in.
All right, bet.
So
Bet.
that says
That says a lot.
that says a lot. So it's all about, like, you know, you gotta put that work in,
Yeah,
bro. Like, you can't skip the grind. You just can't, like.
No, you can't. There's no steps. You can't just hop steps, bro. Especially in business. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't no hopping these steps. But also, I feel like in interviewing in general, like even me personally, like, I feel like when I ask a certain question, like, I don't want a bland answer. And I feel
Yeah.
like the way that you ask a question, you kind of have to negate them to get
Yeah.
them to answer the
Yes.
fucking point. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
so it's like I could be like, so what motivates you? But then I can also say, well, for that person who needs to get over that hurdle, whoever that
Yeah, break it
continues-
down, yeah.
that whoever
You got to get certain answers
Yeah,
out of people by framing a question a certain way.
right.
Yes.
And I think even off of the first initial reaction of when this person walks in the room, when this person's looking at that camera, their body disposition, it lets you know immediately what type
Whoa,
of
time
interview
out.
you're about to have.
Right.
You know what's so crazy? Because I be seeing the girl. I know y'all be seeing the clips of the balloon popping dating show shit.
Yeah.
What I will say though, the host, she does a good job of not allowing people to give bland answers.
Mm.
So they be like, okay, why'd you pop their balloon? Oh, not my type. What about them is not their type?
Mhm.
If you saw them in the club, would you still talk? She does a great job of not allowing people to just give bland answers. Like, she really does. Okay, what is it? Okay, what could? That's what I appreciate. Like, she does a good job with that. So when you say that, you just can't ask somebody, okay, what motivates you? Okay, what's the defining factor of, you know, your motivation? At what point in time do you see yourself getting motivated
Yeah.
in this particular? Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
it's layers. It's
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, bro, it's, you know, like, you got to really think. There's a lot of individuals that ain't got the etiquette to save them lives. They street
Mhm.
niggas through and through. You know what I'm saying? They've had a rough past. They had a rough childhood. And they made something of it. And so to really think that they have the interview etiquette to give you the fuck what you're looking for and while you're sitting here interviewing them, nah, you got to do a little bit more work on your end
100%.
to make sure that
100%.
you know you can get the best out of the situation, because when they walked in the room, they're already kind of like a nigga a rapper can perform in thousands, hundreds of thousands, 10,000s of people, right? And when they're sitting one on one with a motherfucker in the camera,
Different.
it is the hardest thing for them to
Different, yeah.
do is to have a
Have a
conversation.
conversation.
And so for Shannon Sharp, you know, I feel like he has that swag, that energy that's going to bring you to be comfortable enough
Yeah.
to be like, yo, I feel comfortable sitting here having a conversation.
Yeah,
It
facts.
helped that he relatable too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. So the R&B niggas is turning up the beef, man. Well, one R&B
One
nigga and
R&B.
one rap nigga. So Chris Brown, in my opinion, dropped a bomb on fucking Quavo. He was, hey man, I don't know how. First of all, I didn't like Quavo's this. I thought his shit was whack.
with that tender shit,
That shit was whack. Did you like it?
nah, sure.
Okay, that shit was whack. Chris Brown, he said, "Nigga, I'm gonna double down." Basically, in this.
The voicemail of Quavo saying he don't want no beef is crazy. he plays a voicemail with this nigga saying, "Yo, I don't want to fight you, bro." Like, that's crazy to me.
On top of that, I feel like he was rapping like Vaughn on this shit. Am I wrong in
No,
saying that?
that's very King Von. it's like some King Von, Joyner Lucas Energy Center type shit. Like, he was going crazy on that nigga. Like,
hey, Chris Brown took dissing to really dissing a nigga.
the
bro.
R.I.P. takeoff line is crazy. Like,
R.I.P. takeoff line is crazy, bro.
that's crazy. He
Saying you should have died instead of that.
He gotta fight that man behind that.
You gotta fight him behind it.
No,
No,
that's
man,
that's his
no, you ain't
nephew,
gotta
bro.
fight him,
That's
man.
his nephew, bro. You gotta Chris, like, then you play the voice message though. The voicemail at the beginning though, like,
So this beef.
hey, the beef
It's no boundaries.
he been calling him out on the crew league basketball and all. On
What's the
YouTube.
foundation of this beef?
A woman.
You see Sweetie tweets
Yeah.
talking about, I should hold on.
We ain't asked for all that.
We don't give a fuck about that.
We don't give a fuck.
You can't escape this though. You in the center of this. So what's going on for real?
Hey, that thing might have been some.
She was giving it up to Chris. Let's
Chop-
talk about it. Let's talk about it. Was she giving it up to Chris?
That thing was choppy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like,
So you think she slept with Offset and Chris?
that's
For her to jump out the gates, tell me
Hey.
there's some truth to a lot of this.
hey, how they say it, I'ma stay out of woman business to an extent, but Tupac never lied when he made All About You.
Every other city we go,
That's all I'ma say, man.
every other video.
Hey, man.
I see the same.
You probably crooked as the last chick.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Hey, man.
what we think, man? Chris, I think this is a first round knockout.
Yeah, Chris. If Quavo,
This ain't no jab.
I don't think Quavo can even top that.
I don't think he can rap with this nigga. Ironically, is this
You
sound?
think so?
I don't think he can rap with Chris Brown. Bro.
That's crazy.
I don't think he can rap with Chris Brown.
I think
Am I wrong? Am I wrong in
I feel like
having
there's gonna
that?
be a lot of gunplay in this comeback, man. It's gonna be a lot of gun.
I think Chris Brown is a better rapper than Quavo.
That's crazy. It's not crazy like you're wrong. It's just
'Cause
like
he's an R&B nigga. That's why. That's why it sound crazy, because he an R&B nigga. Do you think he really got bars for Chris?
I feel
Like how we talk about the out rapping.
if he had bars for Chris,
Like what angle could Quavo take at Chris Brown?
he a fake blood from Virginia.
Okay, what else?
You hopped off the porch and joined a gang at 31.
Keep going. See, you do this
That's
rap
it.
shit. That's why I be asking you. You do
That's
this
it.
rap shit.
That's really it though.
You would have something prepped for Chris.
Yeah, I'd be exposed. Like, nigga, you a country boy, my nigga. Like, this not even like, don't do that. my
So
nigga.
Quavo got to get in that bag.
Quavo got to get in a different bag.
Hey Quavo, you listen to this, holla at Moe, man. He got some shit for you.
You gonna have
Just
to
make
pay.
sure just make sure you break my dog off now.
You gotta
This
pay now. You gotta pay for this shit. bro.
ain't-
I can help you out. I can help you out. That's all I'm saying. I can help you out. But you gotta pay. But he in trouble right now, though. That nigga in trouble.
So he's still alive. Is he still alive, or this a knockout?
This is we stand over him right now. 1,
Oh, okay, there's the count going on.
3, 4. And depending on how he get up, we gonna call the fight off. If he get up and he get up like this, he in trouble. Speaking of fights, Garcia Haney. I don't know, man.
On a serious tip,
No,
is there
sir.
something wrong with Ryan?
I think something wrong with that nigga. I don't even know if there's like a whole
Because
gimmick.
this is
he
dating
playing
back
into.
to this whole shit, that whole Twitter rant he had with and then he hopped to the Twitter space with Andrew.
Yeah. He on some.
It started there for me.
I don't think this like some gimmick shit he playing into. I think something wrong with that nigga. Like, Tank was knocking the shit out that nigga that last fight though. I ain't gonna lie.
I really had fuck with bro when he was punching.
I
them
think
trees
that
and shit.
loss fucked him up mentally.
I feel you. I honestly like. I feel like this.
Because what is he doing? Like, you see how he been moving?
It's
And
just. I feel like it's just too much talking, bro. You know what I mean? Like, do the work. You know what I mean? Like, Floyd has always been one of those people that he back up the talking, but he don't do too much talking. You see the videos
Yeah.
of him in the
Yeah.
boxing ring putting the work in. You don't
When
see
he talk is very well placed.
So you think
Yeah.
him being overweight was planned? Because he said, I'm coming there trying to win, even though he can't win the belt now.
Yeah.
But he's still going into it like
It's a pride thing.
So
And he got to pay Haney 1.5.
Yeah, they had a bet for $500K every pound you overweight.
Yeah.
It was 3 pounds overweight.
So I think it's more of a pride thing now. But this is how old is this kid?
So
Ryan?
why would you
Can't
purposely
be over 25.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
why would you purposely disqualify yourself from getting the belt though?
This is why I'm
This
asking.
is this is the main. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, yeah, it's a pride thing, but like the main thing is taking a nigga belt.
Oh,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying?
I get it. That's the objective of the sport.
Yeah.
I feel like this is more.
You move up the ranks for a reason.
This is personal. Like I want to prove a point here. Fuck the belt. Fuck
Right,
it all.
right.
I want to prove a point.
So
So Ryan said, well, I wanted to go into the fight comfortable. I'm here to win, but you can't win the belt. You can't win the belt. You didn't make
personal.
weight.
Yeah, it's personal at that point. Then
I think something wrong with dude, though.
I do think something wrong with dude. Like I do. This not just a gimmick. Like I think something wrong with that nigga. Like
Hey, man, if he don't
I-
want to,
I watched-
I'm
I
not
watched-
gonna blame his camp. But if he's one of those ones who just do whatever the fuck he want to do, he gonna have to live with what come behind all this shit.
I mean, at this
Because
point,
ever since that Tank fight, this been a different dude.
it is. At this point, it's like if we do that, if he's on that type of time, then I mean, the only person he can really blame is himself. He had a very high ceiling at one point. You know what I'm saying? I think even if he handles himself differently after the Tank fight, we talking about him differently, but he just hasn't, which leads me to believe he suffered some type of injury during that fight. So
That rib shot took him down.
yeah,
I mean,
no, but Tank hit him in his head a few times hard.
yeah, I mean, 25 years old from California, bro.
25. Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it looks bad.
it looks bad.
It look
You know
real
what I'm
bad, yeah.
saying? Like
It
it
looks
doesn't look
bad.
like he's stable and he ain't really got himself together.
Yeah, I think now at one point like this nigga supposed to be like one of the next like golden childs of boxing.
I
Like
thought
you
it
know what I'm
was.
saying?
Yeah, so we'll see, man. We'll see.
We'll see.
Speaking of bad, I want to give some prayers to Michael Porter Jr. Not
Family
on
in
no
turmoil.
joke shit.
Like not even on family and some other
Real
shit.
shit,
Right now, yeah.
because I could imagine how he feels seeing his brothers right now.
Yeah, they going through it.
Like one of his brothers is banned from the NBA,
And they real big on religion too, so I know they going through it.
and one of his brothers got 8 years of prison for killing. And you know me personally how I
Yeah.
feel about that right
Yeah.
there. Like that right there just. So I can imagine how he felt seeing his brother gone. Of course, I know he probably on top of feeling the condolences for the person that died.
That's still your family.
It's still your family. So I know we get on athletes a lot when it comes to performance, but honestly, bruh, I couldn't really be
Honestly,
mad,
I wouldn't
like,
have no quarrels with
if he's not playing to a
Yeah.
certain standard, bruh. This is a lot for him to deal with.
Now on the
bruh.
flip side, if he uses for fuel and he just
That's
come out,
even better.
he come out and burn LA to the ground.
I'm looking at this parlay right now.
So you're gonna take overs on MPJ or unders?
So it depends what that shit looking like.
Yeah, it really depends on what it
So
looks
yeah,
like.
let's start with the first brother first, the gambling nigga. I have no sympathy for that nigga.
I got no sympathy for bruh because
Not a lick.
if you doing this shit, you gotta know to take the precautions not to get caught. What I will say is though the NBA and sports in general, they sending a really, really bad message. So it's like y'all can do business with these people. Y'all promote this shit. Y'all teams tweet out betting lines. A nigga who actually played a sport get caught, y'all ban him. But y'all allow so much other shit outside of gambling niggas to come back from. Niggas can beat their girls.
Facts.
Niggas can drunk drive.
Facts.
Niggas can have guns, drugs, all kind of shit. Come back in the league. A nigga gambling,
They
y'all
draw the line at
lifetime ban him.
Facts.
It just is.
But
Now,
in
from a-
bed,
from a
but in
moral-
bed with the motherfuckers.
y'all in bed with these motherfuckers.
From a moral standpoint, I 100% agree with y'all. It's bullshit, but this goes back to way back. At the end of the day, NFL, NBA, all the bottom line is money. So in their mindset, nigga, you compromising our dealings with these people if you betting. That's how I'm thinking the NBA looking at it. You compromising by betting on the sport you play, and we got these deals in place with these people. No, you can't do that. And even prior to that, everybody knows you cannot bet on the sport you play. I don't know why people are under like this. I'm seeing niggas not knowing this on the timeline. Bro, go bet on football or baseball.
right.
Why are you betting on the sport that you play? Like it's common knowledge that you cannot bet on the sport you play. If you are to the point where you are that, go seek help. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, go seek help, my nigga. Like, you cannot be, And granted, he's a different type of player. I think if this was a superstar, they don't get a ban for life. But the rules are going to get bent for Luka Doncic versus this Porter. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think the rules get bent a little bit if it's a superstar. But I just don't got no sympathy for bro because you should know better.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing wrong with betting. This is not a betting thing for me.
Yeah.
This is just being stupid in
It's very
terms of
dumb.
what you betting on. Plenty athletes are betting on. Floyd Mayweather bet on sports. I'm pretty sure there's plenty athletes. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't even got to. Michael Jordan. Pretty sure Michael Jordan bet on some. We seen it in the Last Dance. Dog. Hey, yo, how about them Broncos? Where my money at? Like, you get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan has been putting parlays in before parlay was a thing, but he didn't do it on his sport. You get what I'm saying? Because you just know better to do that. And so that was crazy that he got a lifetime ban, but I'm not surprised. That's what I'll say. I'm not surprised.
You think him getting a lifetime ban is more so making an example out of him?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. Especially with the type of player he is. Oh, we ain't about to play, especially if you a role type player. No, we ain't playing with y'all niggas. Get the fuck out of here.
You trying to eat, nigga.
You trying
Nah.
to, you compromising the game.
Nigga,
And I think it's easier for them to make an example of him versus a Luka, because you know why? They're gonna have to tread lightly with Luka. This is Luka Doncic. They're gonna have to weigh the options with Luka. They're not just gonna hand down a lifetime ban to Luka Doncic. That's not happening.
I agree.
They're not just gonna, whoa, we gotta step back. We gotta you.
First off,
you're outta here.
First off, they're gonna try to protect him as much.
100%.
And after they know that they can't protect no more, that's when the
You think if Michael Jordan was betting on basketball, he's getting a lifetime ban right then and there?
not a lifetime ban? That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be real. When it come to Jordan, I feel like Jordan was betting on everything. I feel like the reason why he never got outed for gambling is because
You think Mike was betting on games?
I feel like if you betting on sports, period, if you betting on football, you betting on basketball. That's just coming from a nigga that gamble. I'm sorry, like
So you don't think it's a nigga out there, an athlete that can just bet outside his sport?
I'm gonna be real, Mike. It's kind of impossible not to, because it's like you. Maybe Drew can understand what I'm saying too. Like if you bet,
So y'all two would do it.
if I was gambling, probably not the exact games that I'm playing in, but I'm definitely betting on basketball. Like that's just real shit. Like I'm pretty sure Jordan wasn't betting on his games per se, but I know he put in some basketball bets. Had to.
Got you.
Yeah, I just think, it's just stupid to do that shit in your sport, but also to do it to where it can tie back to you. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing,
That's
bro.
the big thing. That's the biggest thing.
My nigga, give this shit to your little cousin or a friend.
Sister,
and
something.
and give them the bread.
Fund the account. Fund the
Yeah, that's
account,
it.
bro. Like,
Because they can't come at you and be like, bro, I just gave my cousin bread for his FanDuel account. That's it.
Yeah, I gave him bread.
That's it.
What he did
What
with
he
it,
did with it,
I
that's
don't
it.
That's
know.
on him.
I
I
got
don't
nothing
know.
to do.
I got
Yeah,
nothing to do with
They
me.
can't trace it back to you.
you can't tell me what to do with my money.
Facts.
So
Yeah. Stupid. This nigga had the shit in his name.
that's crazy.
and they don't play with the location. They don't play when. Like,
Yeah, once they geotag that shit is over. Real talk, like once they geotag it is over. Like it's over, nigga. That's how
shit.
Calvin really got caught up. Like that shit, they geotagged that shit.
He lucky he ain't get no ban.
And then it was like, oh, that account leave back. Oh yeah, nigga.
But shout out to Calvin because he just got his big contract with the Titans. So, salute to him, man. He's worked hard. I wanted to see him bounce back. But he did deserve some type of repercussion for what he was doing.
He got grace. He got some grace.
He got some grace. Congratulations to your Heat for fucking my Bulls up. Ow! I saw that coming though, bro. I'm gonna be real. I didn't have no
You
expectations.
saw it coming.
I saw that shit coming, bro.
So what's next? You think y'all should break up?
It's funny yesterday that you why are they calling that shit an era?
I don't know why they called that.
That era is crazy.
An era is crazy. An era. Crazy.
Vucevic, DeRozan, and Levine is not an era, my nigga. I want to keep DeRozan. Levine's on the contract. He'll be back. What we
Y'all
I
gotta
want to
make some
keep
moves,
Vooch.
though.
Yeah, we gotta make some moves. Kobe White looked like he coming into his own, but he do that tricking shit.
He played what he had last night. He stunk it up.
I don't think he was 20. I don't think he had 20.
Baboomki.
He stunk it up.
That nigga, he played his heart out that first game, man.
Yeah, 40 at home.
He played his heart out.
But when it was down to the nitty gritty, nah.
So we got playoff start today.
So now it's between y'all two again.
Hey,
Y'all talk. I'm out of this.
hey,
Dun,
Drew,
dun,
here,
dun,
here we
dun.
go once again, Drew.
Let's go, nigga. Y'all know what it is, nigga. I ain't want to see y'all this early, but we got to do it this early. We going to do it this early,
Hey,
man.
man. I don't want to disrespect you, but we got to handle this in like 5
Hey, man.
5 to 6 games, man.
I'm
I got-
excited for this shit, man. I'm glad we got y'all, not Milwaukee, because y'all wasn't going to be happy watching us sweep them niggas again. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, the boys say the Youngs might be out the whole first round.
that's what they say. This nigga, Doc Rivers was like, if he ready to go, he's in. Like, nigga, what? Nigga?
Oh, I'm gonna save my job, nigga. That's what that's telling me. I'm gonna save myself.
If that nigga, he said that, if that nigga can go, he's playing.
We
Straight
throwing his
like
ass
that.
in there.
Straight like that, bro. Like, straight like that.
He probably watching over him right now, getting.
Nah, fuck that. Y'all got Dame, nigga. That's why y'all went to go get
Yeah.
Dame. Chris Middleton, time.
Niggas-
It's that time.
Next man up.
It's that time.
Now, next man up.
Come on now. It's that time.
So the Bucks got who first round? They got
They got Indiana.
Indiana. That's gonna be kind of tough with no Giannis.
Bobby
bro.
Portis. Gotta watch some fouls.
That's gonna be kind of tough with no Giannis, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Indiana tricky like that. But I say, so we got Bucks, Pacers,
Magic, Cavs,
Magic, Cavs,
Celtics, Heat, Knicks.
Knicks, and
76ers.
76ers. I'm gonna say this right now, all you Knicks fans, y'all better not let him fuck y'all up this first round. That's all I'm gonna say.
Had a hell of a season.
I
Hell
hope
of
you
a-
stay healthy. That's all I am.
Hey,
Hey, that nigga rocking them sketches, man. Y'all better take that, man.
y'all better take full advantage of a 7-foot nigga and playing in some sketches. That's all I'm gonna say. Because if he cut y'all ass,
And some sketch.
I don't want to hear it.
All right.
I don't want to hear this Knicks tape shit no more. Y'all been trying to revive. I don't want to
Alright.
hear it.
Sketches is crazy.
Bro, listen. Dame should be able to win this series. I got confident in Dame. I've been critical of Dame before, but he's been playing better post All-Star.
You counting on Dame to will these niggas through
Bro, he should be able to come out of a first-round series versus the Pacers without Giannis.
with the cast he got.
100%. You got Chris Middleton at least. He's proven. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they hoes. You only hoes and then you Dame. Like, let's be for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, on the West side, I'm over this Kawhi shit, man. I'm so over this.
Oh yeah.
I'm over it.
My thing is with this Kawhi
You
shit.
going to
man,
Team USA for what?
you commit Team USA, but then you telling us you can't even play first round in the playoffs. I ain't buying this shit, man. And I'm gonna be real.
Try to tell niggas. I try to tell him he was cooked. That inflammation was bullshit. That ain't is
It's
worse
some-
than what they.
something else. It's something
It's
else.
something else, bro.
This whole like
Like
this
enough
whole
is
Clipper
enough.
shit.
It's
Y'all fan base deserve better than this. That's all I'm gonna say.
My nigga Stan deserves better.
Stan, I said this. I said Stan deserve better than this.
Yeah,
bro.
Mo text me that. He
I
did
said
say that.
Stan don't deserve this, bro. And the fact that y'all going into a new arena next year,
It's on PG, Russell and Harden.
God bless.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because the Mavericks can come out of this shit alive.
The Mavericks can come out and cut y'all ass.
They can actually win this shit in 5. Y'all
They
fuck
can
around.
win this shit in 5. Y'all fucking around.
Yeah.
Real talk.
So PG,
Paul Blart.
Harden,
They call him PG Paul Blart defense.
It's y'all time.
and Harden definitely got to step up because he been playing shitty this last 3
Whole
weeks.
season.
I ain't gonna say the whole season now.
Man, bro.
I ain't gonna say the whole season. About February, it started going downhill.
Where the fuck is the James Harden coming out with Houston Rockets, man? That's where
That's
I can,
over with.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Niggas dropping like
35 and 15.
You know what I'm
tonight?
saying? Like, come on, man. I miss that James Harden, bro.
That was the parlay man back
And
then.
that's you know what's so
100%,
crazy? You know what's so
man.
crazy? The nigga talk as if like he's still capable of doing that, but he's not. You talking about you the system, but not saying you got to drop 35 and 15, but the assertiveness to score ain't there.
That gotta be there. That's what we see when we watch the game.
Yeah, the assertiveness. Like if you always deferring to it ain't time to defer.
Man, you see this nigga on the damn ticket
It
and
ain't
his
time to
shit's at
defer.
19 and a half. You're like, oh, it's a no-brainer. He could drop 20.
16.
Nigga, 12, nigga. Nigga, 12, nigga.
Sometimes 10.
Come on,
So
bro.
y'all used to eat off him for real in
Back
Houston
in the
days.
day.
Bruh, Harden was that nigga for part.
100%.
Even if straight bets, hey, that shit at 28, that's a lock. He coming at 28 at half or some shit like that, bruh.
Dribble,
that
dribble,
nigga
dribble,
was
step back.
he was the lock nigga for points back then. We not even going. I don't even going.
I ain't gonna hold
I don't fuck with Harder, but I'll never take that from that nigga. That nigga was that guy, dog.
Word.
That nigga was that guy. He fed niggas, bro. I ain't even gonna cap.
Missed that shit.
Facts.
Oh shit! So playoff basketball start 1:00. So
Man, I see Reggie got his Laker gear on.
Hey
My
man,
dog
Nuggets at
ready,
5.
man.
Nugs and 5.
Ah.
let's cut the bullshit. It's all hope. There's no real basketball
I said
reason.
call Reggie right now. I'm like, hey, you on the pod, bro.
Bro, listen,
Oh, let me
there's
see
no
this
real,
nigga answer.
there's no real reason, basketball reason to pick the fucking Lakers over the Nuggets, bro.
Hey man, they gotta get it done. That's how I feel. Like I feel like Lakers in the same situation with us. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Yeah,
hardest
absolutely.
niggas to beat is gonna be Boston for us. The hardest niggas for them to beat is Denver. So you know, yeah, man, we're gonna see if Reggie gonna tap in, man.
Let's see if Reggie tap in, man. This is hilarious, bro.
Shit crazy.
Nigga probably knocked out. I don't know why.
Nah, that nigga, I just see this nigga, man. He's Laker up,
He lakered up
Laker up, bro.
The game is today or tomorrow.
today. They play today. He ain't gonna answer.
No Vanderbilt.
No Vander.
No Gabe Vincent.
That
Nah.
nigga was at practice.
Still, Gabe.
They saying this nigga I thought Vanderbilt was ramping up. They telling me he in the boot. What's going on?
They say so. Darvin Ham said he didn't have no setbacks. He just traveled with the boot on. That's what he said.
All right,
That
man.
nigga ain't.
He said Evander.
Darvin Ham bullshitting.
Yeah, I mean it sound good.
Be
But if I don't-
transparent, nigga.
Yeah, if I don't.
It's
see
the
that nigga-
playoffs.
yeah,
What
it's
the fuck are we
playoffs,
doing?
like,
Yeah,
he
stop
Ain't playing,
it.
he ain't playing.
Yeah,
But yeah, I got Denver and Boston in the finals.
Denver, Boston. We'll revisit this.
I know you got Denver, Miami again rematch.
Fucking right, nigga.
I do got the Suns beating the Timberwolves first round.
I don't even know Denver coming out of there, man. Honestly,
It's the Suns, Clippers, or Nuggets for me.
Suns, Clippers, or Nuggets.
Suns, Clippers, or Nuggets.
Okay. See, it depends, man.
Please do not say no Lakers, bro.
I ain't saying no Lakers, bro. I'm just only gonna say. My only thing was what I was gonna say is the Suns. It depends on what Suns is gonna show up. You know what I mean? Because if KD,
And I get it. The Thunder is the 1 seed, but they not there yet.
nah, they ain't there yet.
This say first outing. It's tough for a team to be first year in and get right there to it. That's tough. Not saying it's not possible, but I'm not betting on them coming out the West.
Oh, this is Reggie right here. Hold on, y'all. Hey man, you on the pod, man. We talk about playoffs, man. Mike say y'all losing in 5. What you gotta say?
I don't worry about damn tall Mike ass, man. Mike ass, man. Hey, man, big Lakers shit out here, man. You know what I mean, man?
But I expect you to say that, my nigga. I expect you to say that.
Y'all got, I on the podcast for real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
nigga.
yes.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, give the round of applause. Give a round of applause.
Hey, man, listen, I put that on everything, dog.
The Lakers in what?
He say Lakers in 6.
4-2, baby.
Wow.
I wish I could show y'all my ensemble right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I kick it
Drew say he know you already Lakered out already.
Yeah, my dog Drew, like my pick. Shout out to Drew, man. Digital Drew, man.
Big up, big up.
Shout out to the baby too, my dog.
Big up.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. We talk about we talking about playoffs right now. So I know this nigga already ready.
Yeah, man, I'm Laker down right now, man. So I wish I had some Laker draws. I Laker down everything, baby.
Yes, sir.
Man.
All right, man.
Hey, Bulls, y'all ain't doing shit, man. Y'all go and give us-
Yeah, but you know,
swap
but
Zach
I
out,
know,
man. Look at Zach.
I know we ain't doing nothing, bro. We ain't doing nothing.
He said let him get Zach. He got some players for y'all.
Y'all ain't got nothing for us.
I got Max Christie. For
All
y'all.
right, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, I'm hollering at you. That's crazy, bro.
Easy, man.
All right.
Hey, man.
All right, shout out to Reggie, man.
Max
Friend of the
Christie
show.
for bruh is crazy.
Nah, that's wild.
That's wild.
That's wild, man. But big up Reggie, man.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be a good playoffs, man.
It's gonna be a good playoffs.
It's gonna be a good playoffs, man. This is the first. Wait, is this? No, this. I'm about to say it's the first playoffs in a while without the Warriors, but
Yeah,
they got put out a couple years ago too.
I got a fun prediction for
What's that?
Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar dropped Heart Part 5 during the playoffs 2022 in May.
That was during the finals.
No, it was May. It was May
May?
8th. I'm gonna say he's gonna surprise us.
Something else?
Yeah, around May.
If you're going off the sports team? Or
Just him, his unpredictability.
Unpredictability?
Yeah.
Okay.
But don't drag out until August, my nigga. I'm gonna listen regardless, but don't drag out until August. My nigga. Don't do that. That's pretty much all I got, man. We got anything else, man, before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Shouts out to my dog, Drew Dash, man. My dog, I had to call my dog
Yes,
earlier this
sir.
week. I had to tell him, man, my dog did a phenomenal job at Couture Fest, man.
Yes,
My
sir.
dog was out there hooping. Him and Stan, they was out there doing their thing, running it
Got
up.
interviewed by Deuce.
Duke Deuce.
Yeah, Duke Deuce.
When them interviews dropped, man, y'all, the yesterday's price was not the price when these interviews dropped.
All right.
I just want that to be known. You know what I'm saying? There's no
Yes, sir.
confusion around here, and there ain't no cut and dry. You feel me? So, you know, I just gotta
sir.
shout out my dog, man. My dog did a
Yes,
lot,
sir.
man.
And congratulations on your new blessings as
facts,
well.
facts.
Yes, sir.
Much love,
big
much
up,
love.
big
You
up.
dig? That's why I don't give a damn about nobody else. I gotta shout my dog out.
Hey, yo,
All
big
right.
up, man. Appreciate that, man. I had to hold it down for the home team, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Couture Fest 2024 was definitely one for the books. If you missed it, man,
Shouts out to the whole swim team. You know,
Bro,
putting
big
it
up
together,
the whole
man.
team for real, man. My biggest takeaway of it all, man, was no matter what the day brings you, just be prepared. You know, no matter what it is, every day's gonna be a journey. Every day's gonna be ups and downs. But guess what? When you next man up, you gotta be next man up. And I felt like
Facts.
bro right here was damn, under the weather, so he couldn't handle this, do what he needed to do. So next man up. And I feel like I got everybody but Damani with an interview. But I love the fact that he got out in the crowd and mix and mingle with Charleston,
Facts.
shop with Charleston.
He wasn't on no Hollywood shit
Yeah,
at all.
you know what I'm saying? Like, bro was actually, mixing and mingling with the city. So I can't be mad I missed out on that in that interview. My boy Wamp, the boy big up them bar none. They got an interview with bro. But yeah, man. Other than that, big up Matt Monday, big up the whole swim fam, big up everybody, man. It was love. Big up Stan always. And y'all stay tuned to that, man.
Facts, man. So, like Drew said, man, shouts out to the whole squad putting that event together. Shouts out to everybody, man. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna say shout out to everybody, but I gotta give my dogs personal props though. So,
Always.
Yes, sir.
And like we say every week, man, if you hear anything on this podcast that gets you in your feelings, you feel some type of way, always remember,
We're just some messengers.
we out.
Yeah.